Hey everyone, and thanks for stopping in. We got BC Gerbs, Wolves Den Outdoors in the house. We got, of course, Tony up here with me, and myself, and hopefully some more soon. um, but this is just another little chat for Camp Challenge Alliance, so we're just going to try to revolve around a lot of camping stuff for this live. Not like my last one, there's no scavenger hunt, no, I'm sorry.
Not this time.
A lot of people loved it, and some people hated it, but we all had fun, and that's
That
what's
was
important.
fun for sure.
And I've already got ideas rattling around in my head for other stuff to do. So
Perfect.
that's just something I likes to keep it a little bit fresh when I'm doing stuff with some of my videos and stuff like that, and trying to think outside the box for stuff that people haven't done yet. And that's what we're trying to do with this whole Camp Challenge Alliance. So it all goes hand in hand. I see you dropped a video there a few days ago for the end of the month one, didn't you, Tony?
Right.
I haven't had the chance to watch that one yet. I gotta watch that one, and there's another one I gotta watch. So there's two that got dropped that I never got a chance to see. Yeah. So by the 17th is when we're really gonna have a look at it and see who's gonna win a sticker. Now, guys, that being said, I am putting in, I don't even know if you know this, Tony, but I'm putting in to have the stickers printed next week. So
do you want
give
me
it a
to
few
send you
weeks?
some of mine and have Johnny send you some of his and just add them to it?
No, God, no. If you guys are printing them up, just keep them, and as need be, we'll send them out. Mine are going to be the decal style, like my little circle one.
Oh, awesome.
So, like you can see, this is a scorching hot cup of tea now, and that's on there. And this be's out in the freezing cold, just sitting there in the snowbank, and it's still on there. So
you need me to send you some of those hot lips for that cup?
We need more than hot lips for it. Do you got anything that's rated for volcanic activity? ST Mountain Man, Crossover Paranormal Society. Hey, thanks for stopping in, guys.
Hey, Judge.
GWT 181 is here. GWT won one of my stickers. That is sent out. I got two left to send out because I ran out of stamps. But it's DJ and Dez's because they've already got stickers. So that's why I wasn't the ones that didn't have my stickers, the ones I wanted to get out first.
And they're in Florida. They could, it can take a while.
Yeah. That's what it's Floridian mail. What can I say? But what have you got up on the go for this one there, Tony? Have you got any ideas or anything set up now for your
this month?
Yeah.
I'm probably going to make a couple different things. Mostly probably just wood projects, kitchen utensil stuff.
Nice. Yeah. I know. Me and Johnny were talking about it before, and we were talking netting.
Nets are a good idea.
I'm doing a 2-part video because I made a net. That was fun. That was interesting. That was time consuming.
Oh yeah, a whole lot of time on the net.
But what am I going to make out of my net? That's going to be a secondary video. So that's going to come out later on, and it's going to be. I even said in the video, or I put in the description or something. Watch for part 2 of this video because it will be titled the net part 2.
I was thinking about the fishing community. You might not be out fishing right now, but you still got to make lines and sets, and stuff like that. It is a project.
And then there's people that do ice fishing and stuff that, you got to have ice fishing stuff, and that is different than regular fishing stuff. And you can even ice fish with a net, There's ways to do it.
Hmm.
I've seen it done. I haven't done it, but I've seen it done. That was enough for me. I was like, nope, you're not even going to attempt it.
Well, some
I
of
am
the
not.
places in Canada, they tow their sheds out that are completely set up with stoves, everything else,
Yeah,
with a little hole in the floor where you drill your hole through the ice. Those are pretty good with the stove in them.
yeah. That's not ice fishing, though. That's not
No,
what
as far
I
as I
consider
know,
ice
as
fishing.
long as you sticking line in the ice, that's ice fishing, right?
Yeah, but that's not what I consider ice fishing. Ice fishing to me is you're hiking down through the snow for, I don't know, 2 or 3 hours to get to the pond, and then you're stood up out in the middle of the pond with the wind whipping around you, drilling a hole in the ice. And if you want a fire, you got to walk off of the pond into the woods, dig a hole, and light a fire in it. That's ice fishing.
Hey, Matt, random.
Hey, Matt. Random Adventures. I think that's everybody new that came in. Judge Webb is here. Hey. I'm going to snack a bit because I'm a little hungry.
Spear fishing through the ice, that sounds fun too.
No.
At least you're moving around.
The spear fishing through the ice is usually for seals and stuff like that. And you literally have to stand as still as possible in the ready
Oh, that's
position
also
to
what it's
launch your spear.
meant,
So, no. And even fish, if you were after a fish that way, it's not really going to work for you. Sorry.
Hey, Peter.
We got someone in the basement.
Uh-oh.
Jake, we're doing all camp talk today, okay? If you comes up, it's just about camp stuff.
Hey, what's up? How you doing?
Hey,
I'm good. Hey,
Hey,
Jake.
quick question: can we build like a camper out of I've seen it done. Build like mini camps.
hmm
We could build homemade campers. Is that building? Will that be accepted or?
yeah,
All right,
Yeah, sure. Just tag the
Yep.
Camp Challenge Alliance with
all
it.
right.
And
I'm sorry for asking questions.
no, that's okay. It's okay to ask questions about it as long as it's revolving around our Camp Challenge Alliance. That's all.
Yeah.
Hey, Linda.
Oh,
Hey, Wickshare Projects.
by the way, ice fishing. A lot of ice fishermen now are they have digital stuff now. They're using camp stuff, cameras and stuff to see in the river, see in the water.
hmm
I've seen it done. Oh, and by
I
the
don't
way,
go ice fishing anyway.
I have
Nope.
my headphones off.
it just sounds like too cold of sport for me.
I'd rather be able, like, I don't mind going out in the winter.
No.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong.
But
I was
stand
out.
around.
You seen one of my last videos, sure. I was sat down on a snowbank next to a river in the middle of the snow.
Yeah.
I had fun. I didn't even light a fire. I took a canteen of hot water with me
I got my power.
because I knew everything was going to be covered in snow. I knew it was going to be hard to get a fire going. But
I'm gonna get out of here before somebody tells me that I'm ruining this chat too. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye bye.
See you later, Jake.
okay. But that being said, when I was gone on that day, I had my little pot full of wood that I had here at the house and my twig stove just in case I did want to light a fire.
Right.
But I didn't get that cold. My thermos water stayed extremely hot.
It looked like it was doing just fine for you.
Yeah, so I was quite content with just setting it up and sitting back and relaxing and taking it in.
And Dale,
Hi, Andale. We are talking about camp stuff. Been ice fishing twice as a young kid, and both times stunk.
that's why I don't do it anymore. Same thing. When I was a kid, we'd go out ice
Yeah.
fishing. We'd take the snowmobile out in the middle of the lake, hatchet a hole through the ice, and that was not fun.
No.
And then you just sit there, which sitting on a big brick of ice is not fun,
No.
especially as a kid. You know, I got a little more patience now, but back then, nope.
No, we had the auger,
Oh, we never had the auger.
but that thing weighed a ton to carry in. Right? It almost would have probably been less work to bring a hatchet and hack a hole in the ice. Random Adventures 2.0.
I could see that.
Yeah.
Yeah, up where we were there in British Columbia, we had a lot of guys that would build their shanties during the summer, keep them on the shore, and then tow them out with their snowmobiles. You know,
Mm.
so some of the bigger lakes, they'd be all over out there fishing for char. You know, I had fun fishing in the summertime. Thank you very much.
Me too. I can stand on the bank and if I can throw out as far as I can, that's good enough for me.
You could reach out your window and throw a line at Al.
Yeah, but it's not the same. You would
No,
think
it's
that
not.
living right next to the ocean like this, things would be cheaper with regards to fish products and stuff like that, and you would think I could catch it right there, but you can't.
Mm,
Cod is a ground fish, so you gotta get it.
out
They're
further, yeah.
basically, you gotta go out further to get them.
And
Yeah,
yeah,
yes,
there's so many lakes in British Columbia, it's crazy.
There do be lobster on that herring coast, but it's the same thing. That's a ground feeder. You got to get into the deeper water to get them. But you're not allowed to get them without licenses.
Oh, why is that?
And, because the government wants their piece of the pie.
Yeah,
And then
true.
they tax you on us.
Then I get back to Washington, I still got to buy another fishing license,
Yep.
mainly for the crab. Because
Yeah.
our shellfish license is a combo. And I like to fish for trout. And I'm going to be doing trips where I'm going to be fishing for trout. But yeah, the crab is the big one. Love going to the beach, going out there at low tide at night and grabbing them.
Shellfish.
Well,
But same thing here, lobsters, mussels, stuff like that. You got to have licenses for it all. And then the
we
stupid
can't
thing
harvest
is
mussel without license.
it's
We
cotton
just have to
processed
think
here.
we can.
But we pay top dollar for it. It's cheaper if you can get a fisherman to buy it off of. But
Well, national parks, you don't have to have a fishing license. And the Olympic National Park in Washington has got a huge chunk of coastal land. And people don't understand the fact you don't have to have a license to go out there and fish in the ocean or scavenge, you know.
yeah, I wish it was like that here.
Yeah, our crab and salmon is also tagged, and a couple other species too.
Salmon, I think you're only allowed.
Steelhead in Washington, but
I think you're only allowed 2 salmon tags here. I think maybe 3. So that's not that much, really, when you think about it. And there's no guarantee you're going to get them.
4 Dungeness. That's same in Washington, but we can have 8 Red Rock, and I don't know what the limits are on mussels. They're everywhere up there on the rocks, so that's.
I think for you guys, I think for you guys, the blue mussel is more of an invasive species.
They cover some of the rocks you get up there, especially in the North Peninsula up towards Vancouver Island. All the rocks are absolutely just covered in them.
Yes, you don't want to slip on them either.
No, you don't. But they're, if you're out there and camp like I used to do, where I just go to the beach to scavenge and eat, that was nice. Go inland to the Hood Canal, Puget Sound, and oysters and steamer clams and crab and all that stuff. You could sit there on the beach and eat just fine.
Have a fire going, throwing them all in the pot.
The oysters you just put on the coals till they pop open and they're ready to eat.
Yeah.
The crab, you want to cook them good. The steamers, same thing. You just cook them till they open, and usually in a pot.
Yeah. A little bit of water.
You got a limit on snapping turtle? Isn't that an invasive species?
Yeah, I thought they
know
were an
some
invasive
areas
species
is.
too. It's weird the way they does stuff. It is. I think we're gone a little off. I think we're gone a little off topic though.
Oh, yeah, probably true. That's stuff I did camping.
Yeah, true. That's true. You did all that while you were out on your camps. That must have been quite interesting.
It is a different way of doing things for sure. When you if you're not actively engaging in gathering of food, you're not eating. So
Yeah.
spend a lot of time setting snares and fishing. A lot of time fishing.
Well, I'm always looking at the trails where I'm walking up, and like that spot where I was sat and I had my cup of tea and that out of my thermos, and I'm looking at where the rabbits are running in and out of, and I'm saying, man, I just want to set a few snares. But the thing is I wouldn't be able to leave them there overnight because it's too close to populated area.
Mm.
And then you run the risk of pets, cats, dogs, And then if I did catch a rabbit, then there's the cat or the dog that's going to come along and take it on the snare, right?
That is always an issue. Even I had those issues where the cougars would come down and hear the rabbit, snagged, not dead. And by the time I get up and out there in the mornings, it's gone. My trap's gone, and you can see the mess that the cougar leaves. But he'd grab it, drag it off, sometimes with the trap too. So that was not good.
We have that trouble with owls, snowy owls. They won't drag it away. But he'll fly in, land, go in, eat the entire rabbit, and you'll come there, and it'll just be puffs of fur everywhere. And maybe a few bits and pieces, right? Because they'll pick all the fur off of it, and they'll eat the rabbit.
Yeah. Yeah, they'll try not to eat the bone, but a bone big enough or small enough they can eat, they will.
Yep. But how many times Dad say to me, if you ever see a snowy owl, shoot it. Right. No, you're not supposed to.
Sure,
and I haven't.
What I bring in as far as butter and oil and usually no. I got a pot. I just cook in water most of the time.
Yeah, that's like me. A lot of the times is just stuff I'm going to cook. I'll do it on a stick.
Yeah.
And I'll have my pot. And they're so abundant.
Yeah.
There's sticks almost everywhere you go. Oh, excuse me.
All you have to have is keep your knife handy and.
Almost everywhere you go, there's sticks. You can use them for forks. You can use them for cooking. You can use them for cleaning. You can use them for defending yourself, and you can use them for burning. They're pretty versatile.
They are very versatile.
And if you want to get down to the nitty gritties when you burn them, you can use them to make water filters.
Grouse is good eating too, Gerbs. And boy, all you got to do is step on them and grab the
Just
wings
close.
and yank.
I was this close to getting a grouse the other day when I was out.
You got to take that wrist rocket with you.
Mm,
That's a good hunting weapon for grouse.
yep.
You got to be quick though. Grouse are
Well,
pretty
that's
sturdy.
wearing-
They don't stay down long.
That's wearing having it right here on the vest. Right on the chest piece of the vest comes in handy. But cutting wood also. Yep. But no, I do like grouse. It's wall chicken. That's all it is.
Yeah, I mean that's good eats. Grouse and pheasant, good eats.
I haven't had pheasant.
Oh, you don't have those up there?
No, we don't have any pheasants up here.
That's too bad.
Yeah.
I'd say I'd send you one, but it wouldn't be that good by the time you got it.
And they'd someone on the border would eat that. One of the border guards. They wouldn't send that through. Anything like that, they won't let it send. They won't let it across the border. Any meats.
Gerbs. You're right. Don't get me wrong, Gerbs. You're right. I like pepper too, though. So you gotta pepper them with rock salt.
Well, I got a 20 gauge, so that makes short work of them.
Yeah, I like hunting them with the BB gun because you can just pop them in the head. You don't damage anything else. The shotguns, man, if you miss, all the good stuff's gone.
Mr. Whistle. Mr. Whistle, is that it? That's what it looks like. Yep. Hey, thanks for stopping in. Their
Hi.
first time here.
Welcome to the show.
Welcome to the show and the Camp Challenge Talk. We're just kind of sharing. We're not talking too much on the videos, but we are talking mostly camping and outdoorsy stuff here at the moment. So feel free to join in and chime in where you want to.
And everybody, this month's challenge is to create or make something useful for when you're outdoors and outdoors or camping.
Yep.
Simple, but I think it's something
Guess
everybody can do.
who's here? Johnny,
Hey everybody.
He's
How you doing, Johnny?
He's late.
Johnny's out about. Well, he's 25 minutes in, so that's not bad. I was expecting about an hour.
Pretty good for Johnny, actually.
Oh snap. Oh man. Feeling the love
No,
today.
it's all
brothers.
good. It's all good.
Oh man, how we doing?
Doing good.
Pretty
How you doing,
good.
brother?
All right, well, I was at my favorite place for the day.
Oh,
Just
so you're
burning
working
the-
out again?
The gym.
Yeah, just finished up at the gym. Now heading
Nice.
back. I got a video to finish editing to publish tomorrow about a certain little
Nice.
camp challenge. So
That's what we were just talking about.
yeah, hopefully it'll get us off to a good start. So
Yeah.
I
As long as
embrace
you're not
it.
making a stove, I think it'll be fine.
Not making a what?
The stove.
A stove. Jeez. No, not making a stove. Not making a stove. But I think it will be similar to Brother Al's. Very similar
Yep.
to Brother Al's. So,
Cool.
all right.
Yeah, I guess you guys are
It's what
blabbing
I'm-
behind my back about it too. So
No, actually, we haven't. Oh, we talked about it on an open panel.
Oh,
But
I
the
wasn't
thing
there.
is what am I going to make out of mine versus what is Johnny going to make out of his?
Mm.
Because I
Wow.
have an idea here for what I'm going to make out of it, and it's something that I will use often. So there's a hint
Yeah,
without a spoiler.
Got
Yeah.
an idea.
I thought
But
about
we'll
doing
have to wait.
multiple videos. They release one a week for the whole month. I thought about doing that, because
I
there's
do
so
all
many
right.
good projects.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, like I
Yep.
said, you go right ahead if you want to. There's no limit on how many videos you can put out. If you want to do multiple videos for the month, you can. We're only really asking for one, but if you want to add more, then we're not going to stop you from adding more by no means. That goes for everyone.
Yeah, today I was watching some videos and there's some people making stuff, but they didn't tag it. So I'm like, and I'm going to add it to the list and kind of take a look at it. I'm like, it's like somebody was making I think Arkansas Wild Man was making like a spoon. I'm like, that's kind of what we're talking about, brother. Why don't you put the tag on it? And then, who's the other person? They made a hobo still for another person. I'm like, put the tag on it. Put the tag. It's like, that's what we're looking for. So, absolutely. So, you guys been thinking about March yet, or is it much too early for that?
We haven't really said anything about March as of yet.
This is a short month, though.
Yeah, and the big thing is it seems like right here now I'm getting my cold weather.
Yes, February is the cold round for sure.
So I'm hoping
March
that
isn't much better.
No, I know. So I'm
do we want to
wondering.
go outdoors on March, or do we want to stay inside again?
Well, Tony,
It's not even about staying inside. It's just a project to do.
Right. I'll go out for weekly hikes in the cold no matter what, Tony. So if and when we feel like slapping up a challenge on like that, we can do that. Whether it's go walk on the ice, go.
No, I can't walk on no ice
there.
It's not been that cold.
We will go out. It doesn't matter. I'm thinking about the rest of the Camp Challenge group.
I think the only way Tony is going to walk on ice is if he takes them out of the freezer and throws it on the ground.
Hey,
and you better move quick because it's going to melt.
Right around and come back. I'll tell you that.
That's right. But no, I'm like, part of why I do my weekly hikes is just to show everybody. I'm like, you don't have to do a long outing, but when it's nice to get out, bundle up. Yeah.
Oh man, I thought it was just to show that there is something in Nebraska.
Well, there's that too, It was like, now I have to drive far sometimes to find something interesting. So, it was like not quite so compact. I'm like, Arizona, man, you got beautiful sunsets no matter what direction you look at.
Not today. I was supposed to be out rock hounding today, but there's no sun, and you really want the sun when you're rock hounding.
Sure.
Linda. The chat has taken on a little life. I've been keeping an eye, but the chat has taken on a little life of its own, talking about Groundhog Day.
Oh, sure.
I've never had groundhog.
Here's Linda's response.
Just, let's see here. I have to read it when I get home. I'm driving right now. Well, just 5 miles from my house, we had Unadilla Bill. There's like a little town called Unadilla. They got a locker, and they had Unadilla Bill for the Groundhog Day. So we've got our own little hillbilly redneck little ceremony here. So every day, same thing. Johnny makes a fire. Johnny.
Okay, so there's something more in Nebraska. There's hillbillies and rednecks.
Oh heck yeah! Oh yeah, it's like the Hatfields and McCoys, man. The hillbillies fighting the rednecks, and the rednecks plotting against the hillbillies. Although there's more hillbillies from Missouri, so they're the ones crossing the border up here and stirring up trouble. See?
So you mean
like a certain
coming out?
Like a certain little cap maker that we have. She's down from Missouri, so.
I thought you were going to say Mike was down tormenting you.
Oh, he's down there too.
Because he's from that state as well. I do have something a little bit off topic for a little later. I'll do it in a little bit.
Okay.
I got some mail today, so I'll do that in a little while.
I was thinking about that too. I got a little. piece of mail here too, but the person has not popped into chat yet.
Yeah, I'm not sure if I'm gonna see these people. I may see one of them in the chat. I may not. That's one of the reasons why I'm kind of holding off. Because I'm kind of hoping that at least one of them shows up.
Yeah, I got a couple pieces of mail that I might have to do one, but a certain I'll have to tell my friend that that belt loop just isn't all that fond of. I'll have to tell my friend I'll have to do the mail call for me at some point.
Oh no! That's gonna drive him batty.
That's good one, brother.
just to toss that in there, that will drive him batty completely.
Yeah, we'll rob him of his sanity, that's for sure.
We got someone, and we got Gerbs in the house. Hey, Gerbs.
We got a legit Gerbs.
What's that?
It's a legit Gerbs, yep.
It's a
Yeah,
legit-
it's all documented
Where
now.
Rebecca's at.
Yeah, check this out, eh?
Isn't that fantastic? See,
Yeah, I
Gerbs
tell
is
you.
one of those Canadians that says "A" all the time, and
No,
I am
dude, eh?
not.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm one of
see-
those.
Yeah,
That's
he's
because
got a
I'm from the
hillbilly
Republic.
connection. Yeah, George has got a hillbilly connection from Missouri.
Quick question for the how do I tag, like, do I do the hashtag camp challenge?
Hashtag Camp Challenge Alliance, all one word. Make sure the hashtag is attached.
Okay,
So no spaces. Camp Challenge Alliance. Hashtag
Gotcha.
Camp Challenge Alliance. No spaces.
because I think I got the winner this time.
Nice.
Oh, somebody wants a
Nice.
sticker.
Johnny got a chance to see a little bit of it last night, but yeah,
Ah,
creating
Spoiler
something
alert.
for,
spoiler
Did I
alert.
let you rehearse it a little bit there, brother?
I should, eh?
Yeah, I was
No,
good.
Spoiler alert, guys. Spoiler alert. My.
Yeah, Gerbs, if in the description
Look at
also.
that.
What? There you go. There it is.
I gotta do something about the handles part. Oh, sorry.
Nice.
Oh, you're
I gotta
working on
figure
your
out
axe,
this
aren't
part.
you?
But yeah, this is Kimmers' axe, and I broke the last.
Hey,
creation
Rick and
I made,
Leo.
But I made the sheath. I built the handle so far. It's doing so good. So this is something that I'll use a lot because we got the
But
wood
it's not.
stove.
But it's not that because Gerbs wouldn't like broadcast out ahead of time what he's doing.
Oh, yeah, right.
He wouldn't give us a spoiler. It's got to be
spoiler
something
or
else,
anything.
right, Gerbs?
That's right. That's right. I think I should.
Beauty.
I still have a few things to do on it,
Nice.
so I will do. I'll add stuff to a video per se.
But it's more about the process than it is the finished product because, like, we talked in open panel about making a net.
Yeah.
So that's what I did for mine. I made a net. It was freaking time consuming. A lot more time consuming than what I was thinking it was going to be.
So did
It's
you?
like
making a
making
did you
nets
lock
or
Doris?
no,
Bread.
Yeah,
So
well,
did you lock
Doris.
Doris out of the room for that one?
No, unfortunately, she tried to help many of the times.
I had all of
Um,
them interested in what I was doing.
But it's not about the net. It's what I'm going to use the net for.
Internet.
Gotcha.
Al needs a
I have
hairnet,
enough.
so
I
he had
have
to
enough
make one.
here. Yeah. But
Yeah, I'm catching up to you there. Look at this. It's
Oh,
coming
you
in
got a
pretty
ways.
nice.
Gerbs, I think you have
I know. I'm like a foot away from your status. That's for sure. I got Johnny beat though.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to work. I made the mistake of trimming mine up, and now it's starting all over again. But at least I got something flowing around back here.
Hey, look, he's coming in with a nice mullet.
Talking about
Nice. I'll show you guys what I'm working with. It's
Oh
lovely.
no, now it came out.
This is a year's worth of
Get
growth.
down on both sides.
Well, Gerbs, you seen the picture that Eddie put up of me, didn't you?
Which one?
That he had for his avatar, the little circle one he had put up for a while. My hair was like,
Oh
my
yeah,
hair
yeah,
was
yeah.
all
Yeah,
poofed
yeah,
out.
yeah, I did see that one. I like this too.
Johnny.
It keeps it out of
keeps
my
it
face.
contained.
Yeah.
That's why I like my headphones.
Yeah, it kind of like you swipe them back and then put the headphones on and keeps it. Yeah, you got some hairs there.
I got a good bit of hair.
Nice.
You guys got
Is that a
no,
Yankee flag behind you?
What?
Do you got a Yankee flag up there?
What?
A Yankee flag. Yeah, American flag.
Yes.
Cool.
Why would I not?
Because you're Canadian.
Because you're Canadian.
I'm from the Republic of Newfoundland. Thank you very much.
I got this
Hello,
one. I always got this one.
I got little ones of those.
and my BC, because don't you know I'm from BC, eh?
Newfoundland had 3 flags, see,
Does it?
because originally we had the Republic of Newfoundland, which is what's on my sticker here. It's the green, white, and pink.
Yeah.
Then we had the one with the like shape with the red, the blue, and the white, and the yellow.
Yeah.
That's the Newfoundland flag when they joined Canada. And then we have the Canadian flag. So it's like 3 flags.
3 flags.
But the old Republic flag is not really used that much anymore because we're not the Republic of Newfoundland anymore, really. Technically, we're the province. of
Yeah, you're
Newfoundland, and that's where that new flag comes in.
That's right.
But in my opinion, it'll always be the Republic of Newfoundland.
Yeah, we're not technically attached
Connected.
to the body. So
Nope, we're not.
We're island folk.
Yeah, the only thing he's attached to is the Atlantic Ocean. The only thing you're attached to is the Pacific.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, no, not necessarily, because British Columbia is connected. Well, no, you're on the island, didn't you?
He's on the island, so he's
Right.
surrounded
Yeah, I'm
by
on
the
an island.
Pacific Ocean.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Never mind.
I'm
So
the
me and
Republic
Gerbs
of
are in
BC.
no way connected.
You got a
I got
whole
the
other
Republic.
landmass between you.
I
It's
gotta
big.
figure out. I gotta change this out and make my own flag because I'm an island
Yeah,
folk.
there you go. We lost Johnny. Johnny was having
Yeah,
some connection issues there last going off. That's why he swapped places in it.
Wicker, yeah,
Gotcha.
the scavenger hunt is over.
Yeah.
Say it again.
That was a fun day.
This I had a scavenger hunt on my channel.
Oh yeah. Who ended up winning? I couldn't figure it out. I was
we
so
had
far
8
behind
winners.
the chat,
We
so I
had
couldn't
8
figure out.
winners in total.
Nice.
So their stickers are sent out with exceptions of 2. Nancy ended up winning Our Treasured Homes, ended up winning the
big
the
one.
bonus prize. She was,
Yeah,
she
wasn't
was
there
able
7
to
things
guess.
that you had to find?
There was 7 you had to find, and there was 1 bonus.
Oh, okay. And she got the bonus.
And yeah, the bonus was my original My Backstep sticker. This one here, I had it added to the wall up here so you could see it.
Right.
You couldn't see it.
You could see it. Nancy saw
She
it.
must have blew it up.
Speaking of
I
stickers,
told people to blow it up, and I told
Hey,
everybody
Tony.
that was going to be really hard.
I need
to
one of
find.
your stickers, and I need an Al sticker as well. Oh, send me your. I think did you email your address to me?
I sent you my address.
Yeah.
And I
I'll hit
think
you up,
About you.
Gerbs. No worries.
didn't I send you a Christmas card, Gerbs, with a sticker in it?
No.
Thought I had your address.
No, I still have this box sitting here waiting to get to your place too.
Maybe I was waiting on your address.
Wicker, if you look at Al right now, it was right next to his right ear and that gap between the
Yeah. Look right
sign
here.
and that.
Yeah, it was right,
Right
there.
there,
That's
yeah.
right.
I couldn't tell what it was. I had no chance on that one. The other one was the cordage that got me. And everybody had the problem with the garbage bags, which I really thought was funny. You can
Well,
I
what
still
was
have to send
really,
this-
yeah, I don't
this
have
up
your
to you,
address, Jerps. No.
You don't have it? Okay, I'll
Nope.
email it to you. But I still have
Yeah.
to send this to you.
Okay, now
yeah.
you remember what I told you to do with that, right?
Flatten it out, right?
Open, like unfold
Open
it
it
so
up,
it
flatten it
flattens
out.
out.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'll put it back together then when I get it. So you might get away with putting it in a bigger envelope instead of having to pay for a package, right?
Well, it doesn't matter. Well, is it like, even if I put it in a bigger envelope, does it take longer to get to you or what?
No, it won't take any longer to get to me. But if you have to pay for a package, you're probably going to end up having to pay $10 or $15 for a package versus a couple of dollars for a stamp,
Yeah, okay, I hear you. Gotcha.
right?
Trying to save me a few. Nicely.
Yes. Yep. I
what
always
you're
thinking about that
always
because
sticking
that
out of
stops me
seven,
for a
too.
lot of stuff.
I kept thinking
Yeah.
bird wing was his cordage, but it wasn't.
No, but at least, there was the thing where Eddie was on there and he was saying, well, what's that there? And I'd pick it up and I'd say, well, that's cordage. I don't know
Yeah,
where
but he
my...
never once
one's
asked
gone.
what was on top of that bear's head.
No, and all the while picking this stuff up and he never ever said, what's that white thing? That's a garbage bag. And the first
He
thing in my
doesn't
video...
camp much, so he didn't understand what a garbage bag looks like when you take it camping.
Rick,
Honestly, though, as I'm looking at it, it looks like a piece of paper.
but you could have very easily said, what's that
You
behind
could
you? Is that a
ask,
piece
what
of
is
paper?
that?
No, it's a garbage bag.
Right?
Because I said,
Questions.
if you have a question, I will answer it,
Ask.
but I am not going to go, this is gloves, this is this, this is this, this is
The
this.
hot and cold.
I'm not
the hot
gonna
and
do
cold
that.
game, right? Like, is it
Right? Yeah.
hot, cold, hot, cold, hot,
Well,
cold?
in the beginning, the first thing he said was, "It's behind me."
And I said, it's right in front of your face when you watches my video. And in my video, the way the camera was set up, you could see my backpack, and I pulled
And the
out the garbage bag,
Right in
and
front
it
of your
was
face.
there right in front of your face, and then I laid it down.
Nice. I'm
But
gonna have to
see,
do
people
because
were-
you got a lot of good views and a lot of good feedback about that little treasure hunt that you got
Yes,
going
see?
on.
Wickstar Projects Off Grid just said, so the garbage bag was an item too.
It had
Yes,
the wood in
because it had the wood in it for starters, but people were saying the wood. And I said, no. The bag, if you go out and you are actually physically counting all of your items, a bag is an item. A
Absolutely.
garbage bag,
every time.
even like a carry bag, a Ziploc bag, that is an item that could have very valuable use.
Yep.
Totally. There's so many uses. Like even like a little Ziploc bag, you can
take
use
your
it for a water
backpack.
carrier,
How
a
many
magnifying glass.
Literally, how
like,
many items are in it? You know,
Yep.
how many items are in the backpack? I couldn't
Yeah.
even count all the stuff in mine.
And
I
I
look at my med
I've got
always-
way too many as well. I've got 100 things packed away in a backpack. So I mean, it's
But I always, in all of my backpacks right now, I could go into them, maybe with the exceptions of the one that I just take on the step. In my other backpacks, I can go and haul out a handful of bags.
Linda had a good one. A matchstick would have been awesome.
A matchstick. Yeah, but
I
that's
always
something
have-
that's not gonna,
I always have the contractor bags, the
Yeah.
big ones. These ones
Yeah.
work really good. They make a good for a mattress as well.
Yep. Hey, welcome
But
back,
that's the
Johnny.
thing. There's
Hey.
so many different uses. You could take a bag and stuff it with leaves, and you got a nice mattress.
Yeah,
Lay
totally,
down.
that's what I was just- yeah, and
You can,
elastics.
you
Elastics are
can,
very,
yep.
very useful as well.
you can make a canopy out of a bag, keep yourself
Totally.
dry and out of the weather.
Yep.
You can collect
So-
water with it.
Yeah, collecting water is a good one.
That's a huge one, especially for where you're at, eh, Tony? Collecting
Oh,
water.
There's no water to collect around here.
Yeah. But a bag, for instance, would be a good collecting system for you if it rained
Yeah.
for you guys.
I mean, I got the motorhome and the awning out, and it rains. I could easily tag a bag right to a palm tree that I'm
where
right next to,
it falls
and
down. Yeah,
funnel it right in. You know.
yeah. And these big contractor bags, they hold a lot of weight too.
Yeah. They won't hold a full load of water, but they'll hold quite a bit.
Yeah, I mean,
Synchronicity.
one 500 milliliter bottle is 1 pound.
Yeah.
So, how many
Yeah.
how many
That's
500
2.5 pounds
milliliter?
per gallon for those in the U.S.
Say that again.
2.5 pounds per gallon in the U.S. We don't do liters.
Yeah.
Lone Cowboy Adventures. Hey, thanks for coming in.
Oh, I keep on getting.
All right, I know
I gotta
some
go.
of these say the
Got a
liters
call
on them.
coming from collectors. Hate collector calls.
Who are you talking about, Linda? I don't. Oh, Johnny just fell off again. I don't see who you're talking about, Linda.
Oh, Johnny's still here.
Synchronicity?
That was
Isn't that
Gerbs.
the police?
Oh no, Gerbs dropped off. Sorry.
What's cooking, Johnny?
Oh, I'm just reheating a breakfast burrito, but we ran out of fixin', so I'm grabbing some of the quiche that I made the other day to put it all together. And so just eggs, potatoes, bacon, sausage, all in a tortilla. So,
Nice.
nice, chewy, good. Oh yeah, and a bit of cheese. From a height,
I've never had feta cheese.
not feta. Feta's okay with, Greek food and everything. No, this is just shredded cheese from a height. I see, like the chefs, woo, trying to be goofy, because I'm a goofy guy. All right, high tech here today. No camp gear today. We're just going to microwave it. Nothing too exciting here.
That's as camp challenging as it gets today.
How do you power the microwave while you're out there?
Right. Got to drag a battery or have a sled and a generator in the sled there.
Can you imagine going on a big trip or something like that and someone brings a battery and a microwave?
I've been tempted.
I think I found a new best friend.
Oh, man. Well, you can be like Jamie. That dude brings out, he's got that whole battery pack. I forget what it's called. But that power system, he's running the air conditioning in the summertime.
Oh, man.
Yeah, has a major league air mattress. When he camps, he goes glamping.
Yeah, he does. He does a good job of it. I've thought about getting one of those USB powered fans for the hammock in the summer.
Yeah.
Put that right behind my phone holder, on the ridge line.
Mm-hmm.
That would be perfect.
Oh, yeah, totally. Now, sometimes, would it be better underneath to get that cooling effect underneath the hammock?
True, too.
All right, well, someone's good, more's better. Let's see here.
Well, maybe we could do fire building.
Or
March?
build something for making fires also.
For March, yeah.
Because we know Johnny
I think
can rub cotton balls and gasoline pretty good.
A fire pit.
Yeah, I don't know. I almost think, I think February here, people could be making fire kits. If people want to do more, they knock themselves out. But
I know I up my fire kit.
Yeah, I watched lots and lots of people build all kinds of paraffin wax, and they try to improve upon, like basically they're pouring it all over different cotton rounds or whatever else. And it's always the same.
I know why they're not showing up on my side, Linda, because I have them. The stuff that they're saying is being blocked because of stuff. I don't know who it is.
I'm not seeing it either.
Yeah, because it's being blocked on my YouTube thing.
Okay.
But I can see it when I scrolled back in Nightbot. I can see it.
Oh, so just ignore
them. Just ignore them. If anyone with a mod wrench sees them, just click, put them in timeout or block them or something. Simple.
Well, you probably
maybe
make
I'll-
Linda a mod, so
They
she
were
doesn't use
ignored
it,
though. They
right?
were completely ignored because what they said didn't come up in my main chat.
Mm.
Yeah.
So
I don't like
that's
it.
they only made the one comment that I saw there for a minute ago, and
I
like I
am
said,
looking
no
forward to
problem,
this month's
Linda.
challenge and what people come up with.
Yeah.
So
I
am
am.
I.
I
So
think this is such a fun one, and everybody can do it.
Right.
Yeah.
No matter
I
how
mean,
simple.
Hey, do you need to make a koozie for your cook pot? Do you,
Right.
you know?
Oh yeah.
I
Yeah.
mean, there's so many options. It's so crazy. I mean, do you need to buy a new blade for your buck saw? Which I do.
See. Here's how my scavenger hunt went. See, he went back and he looked, and now they can see the sticker, and now they can see the garbage bag,
I'm
and that was a
hungry.
hard one.
The cordage was hard for me because I'm looking on this
The
and I got,
cordage-
I got it over here, but it's not big.
Yeah. The cordage was a little bit too because it was there and it was green on green, which I wasn't really. I didn't really pay mind to. Like I probably should have hung the cordage on the wall somewhere.
Oh, that had been too easy. Same with the garbage bag. You should have hung it up there.
Oh
But
yes,
everybody
open it up,
remembers that I'll
open it
use
up,
that
and fill it
flag
with
as a
wood.
blanket, right?
So how did that scavenger hunt come out? Who did somebody ever finally get all 7 items?
Yeah,
Oh,
we
eight?
had 8 winning. We had 8 winners.
Okay.
GWT, DJ, Dez, Jamie, Redbird
GW
Farms,
was the first winner. He was the first
Matthew,
one to finally
yep.
nail it.
Matthew, and Jen and Steve and Nancy, our treasured homes, actually got the bonus prize.
But no devil dog.
No, Devil Dog never. He never got it
He had some
after.
trouble with that garbage bag, I'll tell you.
He couldn't see it in behind me was what he kept saying. I couldn't
That's
see that.
awesome,
I couldn't
Jeff.
see that. And then he left. Yeah, that's
Well,
good.
Music
maybe
you
that-
end up with on that video, Al.
Surely there's a joke there. Maybe it's like, why did Devil Dog get out of the Marine Corps? Because he couldn't see anymore? Because it's supposed to be see the hill, take the hill, see the beach, take the beach. Maybe he couldn't see things no more. Maybe that's why the Devil Dog had to get out.
They
Well, he
kicked him
couldn't
out.
take it either way.
People want
Well,
to know. All right, let's keep saying Devil Dog.
On the first one I had when I first started, now most of them came in afterwards, but I had like 250 views
Holy
Mhm.
moly.
in that first
Really?
2-hour video. And then in
Uh-huh.
the second one, I had 130.
Hmm.
So, this is pretty cool.
That is pretty cool.
Very nice.
It was fun. I mean, it
And-
was a long distance thing, but it was fun.
Well, that's why I'm thinking, hey, GU, thanks for stopping in. I really appreciate it. I'm really thinking, about something to do now for my monetization. Because when I get monetized, I'm doing a 24-hour live. Now, not when I hit 1,000, not when I hit my 4,000 hours, when I actually get monetized. So when YouTube puts it through, I am a monetized channel, I'm going to do a 24-hour live.
I lost 1,000 hours.
You did?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Somewhere in the last few days, I lost 1,000 watch hours.
Did you write YouTube about it?
No, I don't care.
I'd
It was
write
just
YouTube
weird.
about
I
it.
was talking with Matt about it the other day, and it was like, I'm gonna go look now, and now my bar for subscribers is here, and then watch hours is over here now, and it's like, are you kidding me? So I don't know what happened.
Now, I noticed mine went down 100 today from what it was this morning. Because this morning I was looking at it and I was like, it was at, I think it was 440 or 3,700. And when I looked at it later on, it was 36. I'm like, how did I lose 100 hours between this morning and now?
No kidding.
I don't know.
YouTube must
I
have
know
said
they
must have been
base
some
it.
fakers or something.
I know they base it on it's on a 365 rotation, so it moves ahead every day.
Right.
But
Found my
I
stash
didn't
of
think
notes.
I didn't think a year ago I had 100 watch hours in one day.
Well, I wonder if sometimes they get onto there. It's like if somebody's just running it nonstop, if they might say those weren't legal hours, or I mean, you don't run any music, right? So I don't think there's any
Nope.
copyright.
No, there's no
possibility.
copyrights on my thing. I had one copyright issue, and that was for something we were watching on our Camp Challenge Alliance.
Hmm.
On our live, we were looking at other people's videos, and I got a copyright claim for one of the songs that was playing on the person's video.
Oh,
Oh,
So I just edited the audio out.
okay.
yeah.
I
I
went
had one
into the
copyright
YouTube
claim
thing, and it's
early
like,
on when I started, and I just got the video's not out there.
when I went into the YouTube editor, it was like, do you want to just edit the audio section of this out? And I was like, click, yeah, and then it just re-rendered and posted.
That's awesome.
And it was only like a 15-second clip or something like that. So I was like, yeah, 15 seconds of silence in the video is nothing in the 2-hour live that we did, or 3-hour live, whatever it is.
Well, the music I use is from YouTube, so it's free.
Well, I think
So,
originally the music that was in the video was from YouTube, but because somebody else had it on their channel, the copyright claim came in that if I'm monetized, the person that originally had the video could say it's their video and music.
Huh.
And I'm like, I was like, just edit it out.
Right. Hmm.
But I don't think Rick is going to show up. I was hoping Rick would show up because I got mail from Rick. Now, let me make myself on the big screen here for a minute.
all right, here comes Big Al.
Better watch out, guys. Big Al is on the way.
Oh boy.
If the computer ever wants to work. There we go. Now, this was from Big Tiny's giveaway that he done.
He just went
Why
back
did
out.
why did I unbigify? Oh my god. Stay.
No.
Oh.
Eddie, stop it.
I was wondering there.
Put me back on the bigify.
I'm sitting there like he might
That's
not be
a
able
good
to
one,
see
though.
things, but
I
he
just
can-
thought on it. Eddie's in the basement. Damn it. This came from Big Tiny's. He's 500 sub giveaway that he had there a little while ago. Trying not to cut anything that's in here.
No bleeding on camera again, Al.
Aw, you just took all the fun out of it.
Unless you can cut your tongue. Then you might accept it.
Okay, so here's the t-shirt that I won. Now it's a size small, guys.
It's not for Big Al.
I don't think it's gonna fit me, but
No, BC, I think it got lost.
thank you
somewhere in
all.
the
Saying,
mail.
oh my, and it has a sticking bud on it. Do you know
Hey,
what
send me the shirt.
sticking buds?
Oh man.
Send me
those
the
things
shirt
are
and I'll wear it at the gym. It'll make me look huge.
That's just what we need for your ego. Now there is some more in the bag here. What do we got? Oh, Big Tiny sent me some.
Oh, look at
stickers.
that. Those are the new ones, yeah.
Yeah, those are the new ones. So one of those definitely gonna go on the wall. I'll give one of those. Yep. And there is. Oh. This was actually won by Southwest Jeff. Y'all know Southwest Jeff.
Yep.
And he actually donated it to Nicole. So that's the nail kit, because he won the nail kit, and I guess they just weren't his style.
I think Al should wear it.
And
He already dyed
he
his beard,
also,
so.
and he also had another one that I guess just wasn't his style. Or one of these, I think, was, this one was actually for Nicole from Big Tiny, because he said he was going to give her one. And this is the one that Jeff won.
Nice.
And he sent it out. And there's, you, sir, are appreciated. Thanks for coming to my giveaway and supporting me. I'm truly blessed. Hopefully you, I don't know what that says. Someone to, find someone to wear your wings, or a fisherman who needs to catch up some on his jigs. With sincere thanks and appreciation, Rick Big Tinies. That was to Jeff. He had written that, so he sent this card to Nicole and the 2 nails.
That's awesome. At least you got the t-shirt, not nail kits.
Yeah. And there is something else coming from that, but we'll get into that when I get it.
Workershop Project said that he's going pantyhose shopping for you, Al, because he didn't know you were really into that kind of stuff.
Well, you know what? I could actually
Those are
use
good
some
in
of
the winter
those.
time.
I could use some of those because I could use them for my water collector and stretch it out over the top, and then nothing will get down in my water collector.
Oh,
So,
man.
thanks.
Pantyhose are great in the winter, cold. They add that layer on your skin, even if you have hair on your legs. And
I
that will
have,
help keep you warm.
Tony,
I have thermal long johns for
That's
that.
TMI. Tony, you wore pantyhose?
Never. I
Well-
just know that they do the job.
I think back
I can't
when Joe
afford those
Namath
things.
was
Are you
wearing them.
kidding me?
I think Tony was the body double for Joe Namath back in the day when he was wearing pantyhose.
It looks
Maybe
like it would squash your junk.
I have thermal long johns for that. I don't need pantyhose to wear.
I'm just saying, pantyhose do work.
Now, I also have this
We don't believe it. Show us, Tony.
from Dan. And we all knows Dan. We all knows Dan as the Wandering Monk.
Yeah. Come here. Oh, come here.
Oh, I here's an angry kitty cat.
Yeah, she was on the lap, and I'm like, honey, I got to go grab the notepad. I think I need to write do some pen paling here while we're doing this live here.
This is nice. He has personalized paper. Wandering
Oh, that's
Monk. Al, enclosed is my Wandering Monk sticker. I hope you find some use for them. Thank you for all your inspiration and friendship. I look forward to watching your adventures. May you and Nicole enjoy a wonderful year ahead, Dan. Thank you very much, Dan. And he sent a couple of his Wandering Monk stickers.
Oh, you got the good ones, yeah.
So they're definitely going to be added to my wall for sure.
Al can't stay on the path, though. He slips off of it and falls.
Yeah, he does. Then he's out of commission.
Only
for
when
a
it's
while.
snow covered. Only when it's snow covered. Hey, that makes for good video.
Yeah.
Would have been better if you would have slipped a few more times.
He probably did when the camera was off.
No, I actually didn't, because
you
what
did
had
that.
happened. What had happened was I was just starting the trip, and the spot where I walks up the trail is actually goes up a little bit of the East Coast Trail, and what they did was they built wooden platforms for people to walk over where there's a river. And it was all snow covered, and I stepped off the side of one of the platforms and just boom, down in the snow. And then you know, the rest is history because that's when I hauled out the camera and I was laid on the snow and I was like, yeah, well, I can show you the aftermath. I never got me falling on camera because I wasn't really expecting to fall that close to starting.
Well,
But
it's
I
kinda
didn't
like
fall after.
Chris's video when he reached for the camera on the tripod and just knocks the camera.
That's a bit nice.
Is that a tripod?
It is. It is. So Serena had to take off for a while, so I got to babysit the cats for a little bit.
And it looks like
Nice.
it's such a hard job too.
It is.
Did you get
'Cause I
something to
have
eat,
to-
Eddie?
I have to fake it, Being nice is hard for me.
That's why I'm in here, Owls. I'm eating right now. I can't do
Oh,
other
okay.
stuff while I'm eating. That's why I come to support you. Threw the
Okay,
thumbs
yeah,
up
'cause-
button and jumped up here just to support you, say hi while I'm eating.
And to mess with me while I was trying to make myself on the big screen.
Yeah, but I ain't staying. I'm leaving after I finish eating.
Oh yeah, bigger and better things to do, is it? Hey, just doing our best. Thanks for stopping in. Had a couple of new people stop in here today.
That's cool. Yeah,
Did
that
they
last time you
connect
went
with
live too.
One of them was a troll, I think. They were
Hey, as long
using
as they
some
hit the like
nasty.
button and
Hey,
subscribe,
Shorty's
so be it.
Adventures.
Well, hey, let's see if they'll subscribe for 20 minutes, and so then they can start commenting again or something. Change the names or whatever. Get your watch
Yep.
hours. So
And,
Camp Challenge
Hey,
Alliance.
Shorty,
Go ahead.
Oh, he's just
Hey,
saying hi to
Shorty.
Shorty.
Oh, hi, Kitty. Hi.
Shorty's awesome.
Yeah.
So, hey, do we want to do something sun related in March because we get the solstice? Well, not the summer solstice, but the vernal
Sun.
equinox here on the March 21st. 12 hours of daylight, 12 hours of night. Sundial or something. I don't know.
Well, you got
solar
you can
ignition.
make solar ovens, sundial.
water
Whatever.
collection. There's tons of things you can do with the sun.
Yeah.
Start fires.
Yeah.
But it has
Yeah.
to be
I wanna
sunny.
see-
Have you seen
I
where I
wanna-
live?
Well, that's your problem.
Right. Right.
I want to see Johnny start
I
a
have
fire
no
with a
problem with
magnifying
it
glass
except
or his
for
glasses.
What do you want to see Johnny do there, Devil Dog?
Start a fire with your glasses or a magnifying glass or something.
Actually,
Probably.
these don't work very good for starting a fire
No,
because
I've done it with
magnifying
a
glass works
magnifying
fine,
glass lots of times,
yeah,
but
these-
Devil Dog, I'll
these
be
suck.
happy to do it for you. Probably Sunday. So day after tomorrow, I'll probably make that.
I was talking about in March or whatever.
For March? Sure. It's no big deal.
Summer
Like, yeah, making a fire ain't that big a deal, dude.
If we just focus the whole March around fire and fire making, what do you do
Sure.
to prep for fire making? What do you do to make a fire? How do you
what's
keep
your
fire
basic
going and how
fire
do you
kit?
build your fire? I mean, we could range that out in a long section.
Hey, Jen and
Or-
Steve.
Or what do you do with your fire? Do you cook with it? Do you light up a tomahawk and throw it? Do you do wood burning?
I'm
I
not
mean,
flaming my tomahawk. It's
You-
too
you're not gonna
nice.
flame your tomahawk?
Are you using your fire just for cooking, or are you using your fire for warmth? Do you use it for
And
an
March
all-day
is a good
sort of
month
thing?
for that
or-
actually, because you want the fire for warmth.
Yep.
I mean, a lot of us when we go out, we don't cook over our fires.
How
I
about
do.
the demo?
If I have a
How about
fire,
chemical
I'm cooking
fires
over
where
a
it's like
fire,
you
but-
I once had a list of things you could throw in the fire to get different color of flames, where you want green flame, yellow
I
flame,
love
blue.
that idea too, because
Oh,
the
recliners.
green flame is pretty cool.
Right.
Now I used to break down fireworks and used it.
Well, you can-
My kids were little. I called it magic firewood, and we throw a little bit of the gunpowder basically on the firewood, throw it in the fire, and it'd throw different color flames all the time.
Right.
Well, there's other things too. You can get them little packets. Well, you can buy them here. There's the mystical fire, and you throw it in, and it makes a whole bunch of different colors as it burns. But I wouldn't. Me personally, I wouldn't do that with my fire because I use my fire to cook.
adding to it, yeah.
I use
How
my
about one
fire
of those
for
little
cooking.
gunpowder fires like a fuse? Just have it sit there and follow it, and then
Yeah.
have it,
Play the
fireworks
Mission
or something.
Impossible song.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh my, that would be a copyright claim.
Just a little bit. Well, I would be the one for that now, wouldn't I? But let's see here. Maybe it'll help me with my new identity to help out Luke, feel a bit more secure about himself right now.
Because I think I know, or I think I have an idea for what we're going to do for April.
Yeah?
Yeah.
April's going to be a hard month for me. I know that, but I'm in.
No, you will be able to do April.
And
That's
What
March
are we
is a tough
thinking?
month.
Or are you going to keep a secret from me, or is like the whole panel here? What are you thinking, April?
No, some type of primitive trapping.
Ooh,
Oh, yes. I'm down
Mhm.
with that. We've already got
I
some
can do
ideas.
that.
Like primitive trapping.
Absolutely.
That's what I said, Tony. You shouldn't have no issue with that whatsoever.
yeah,
Because
that's not
you
a problem.
can
I
you
can
can
rip
set
roots out of the ground and make a trap. No problem.
you can set it
Make a
up
frog-
pretty easy, pretty quick.
Think a frog gig or something like that.
Oh, gigs are nice.
Mhm.
Because I had a couple of ideas for a few that I wanted to do, and one is really primitive.
Right.
Another one is using some more modern stuff, like a bit of paracord and stuff like that, but still primitive enough.
I don't think I own any paracord.
No, why not?
I found something better.
Oh, what's that?
It's called a ghost line. Oh, I got it.
Is that the
It's a braided line. Comes
That's
in a
like-
100-pound test. This stuff is, you can't see it on camera. I'll try, but there's no way.
yeah, that's
It is
almost like
absolutely
the
braided. This
carbon
if I kept
filament
doing
one.
this, it would cut my fingers. I can cut wood with this. I can do everything with this. Right now we have tarps hung up inside the pop-up to diffuse the light, and this is what we use. 100-pound test. Oh man, and it's thin because it
Nice.
is braided. I mean, yeah,
Nice.
camera's
You can't
not
see
gonna
you
do
can't
it,
see
but
you can't see the braiding on it, but you can see that it's a
Yeah.
very thin line.
you can feel it. You can feel it for sure. But ever since I found this line, I've used nothing else.
Well, see, one of the reasons I tend to lean towards the paracord is because it's 550.
Yeah.
So one wrap can hold 550
550
pounds.
and 750 are very useful, and you can
Yeah.
break them down. This thing burns really good too. So
Yeah.
you can use it as fire starter. It works just fine. But you cannot shred it like you can a paracord.
Yeah, no, God no. But I mean, like I
Hey, Mike.
rarely take this out of the paracord. Rarely, unless I was really stuck and I needed extra line, then I would. But for me, with what I'm doing with building and construction and stuff, that 550 weight limit goes a very long way when you're doing stuff.
Yep.
Versus
Well,
the
that's what I said.
100.
When I found this product, I was like, nope, I'm hooked. I have a
Yeah.
brand new roll in my backpack. I got 2 or 3 brand new rolls in my storage bin for my camping gear. And it has been phenomenal. Any bushcrafting, you want to make a chair, 2 wraps with a 100-pound test.
Yep.
You're done. Even for
You don't need no more.
300 or 400 pound.
Do you
person,
find
it's
it-
good.
Do you find it hard on your hands tying it though?
Oh,
Like
it
really
is not
cinching it down?
user friendly. You want to
Yeah.
use a toggle. You want to wrap it around a toggle if you want to pull her tight.
Oh, we just lost Johnny. Yeah, that's what I was thinking because I know even the nylon rope that I use that's about this thick
No.
is hard on your hands when you're using it and tying and
Well,
tying all day.
even when I'm taking the cotton and I'm making my necklaces and stuff like that, this is not user friendly.
No.
This is really rough because it's thousands of knots. You know, this, I've made a lot of cordage out of this also, out of many materials. This is cotton.
Hey, hi, Colt Mike.
I cannot break it.
Yeah. Oh, I know. You can tell on the construction of it, the way it's put together, the way it's all looped. And it's boxed. It's not
Yeah.
round. It's square. You
No,
can feel it.
mine are square knot too.
Yeah, you can feel them. Well, this is yours.
Oh yeah, it's square.
There
And
we
that's
go. There's
that's
Johnny.
tough. I mean, it will over time. I mean, I've been wearing this necklace.
Oh yeah. Well, it's
I
like
still can't
anything
break
over
it.
time. It's gonna
It's cotton.
wear.
Yeah,
But
it's cotton, so it will deteriorate from the oils in your skin and other things. That's such a beautiful rock.
it is. I really like that. It looks like a piece of.
And anybody interested in a rock, keep an eye out on Monday when I go live. I'm gonna be giving away necklaces like crazy.
It looks like a piece of stained oak.
Yeah,
That's
Well,
what
I
it
have-
looks like.
I have one I'm trying to decide what to do with, which is oak. It's petrified oak. But
Nice.
I haven't decided whether this is, it's kind of big. So I don't know if I want to make a necklace out of it or not. Then I have others that are just pieces.
Oh, the package it's on its way to you now, Tony.
Is it?
I mailed it Friday.
Okay. So another
So-
week or so.
Give it about a week or so and it should be there.
Cool. I'll do you
Yeah.
a mail call.
Just want to let you know that it was on its way. And I don't put tracking on it because once it hits the border, you don't get no tracking on it anyway.
Yeah, it's the same for me when it's going up into Canada. I just
Yeah.
sent Rich and Judy a couple of my looms because they really want to learn how to use these things. Anybody's interested, just email me and it's not a problem. I've got a pretty good stack.
Nice. So you heard it here, guys, on the Kemp Challenge Alliance. Want to learn how to loom?
I mean, it makes some
Right
this
here.
regular cotton yarn, and it's pretty darn strong. Mine is almost wore out. Much longer, and I'll have to start a
so
new
much
one.
use out of it.
Thousands and thousands of feet of cordage through there.
Yeah.
Well, I was part of a Viking group for a while, and I made 3,000 feet of cordage for tying up armor pieces, connecting armor and
Oh
everything
my
else.
god.
Because they were
That must
so
have been
impressive.
some tedious.
Oh man, the big spools like Rebecca has, a couple of those. Just going through till I can't handle the length of it anymore, cut it off. There you go, I don't see why not, Jen. I mean, you're part of the Camp Challenge Alliance.
God, yes, if you want to, go for it.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, the whole idea is to get more people to participate and have a lot of fun.
So March we will do something revolving around fire.
Sure.
I suppose.
Johnny don't sound so excited.
Well, I mean,
Did you have something different in mind, or?
I like getting outdoors. I'll have to think more about it. See, I did this Fired Up Friday, Fatwood Friday for years. And so I'm like, okay, strike a ferro rod, make a fire, do a bow drill. So I mean, it's just like,
It doesn't have to be making a fire.
yeah, and that's kind of what I'm thinking. Lately I've been on, if you're going to make something, then what are you going to do with it? Like if you make an alcohol stove, let's say you use it. I just saw somebody make an oilskin tarp, and then they went out and made a shelter out of it. So I'm like, what else could I do that would make it? I mean, remember, I like to have a little bit of fun and being goofy. You know, I'm like, get away from the serious bushcrafter. And
Yep.
I don't know who that guy is.
yeah, right. You don't know who that guy is? No. Why so
What?
serious?
What guy? What? I don't know what happened. Everything just went white.
So I don't know. I'm like, I like the
A blacksmith
I
fire?
was like, to
Yeah.
me, I like to deal with the weather. That's the whole thing about when you're getting
Make a
outdoors.
fire in the rain.
Well, sure, if I have rain that
Yeah,
day.
March is a good month for making a fire in the rain. That's for sure.
But I mean, also it has to do with clothing. Let's say if you're going out for a hike, did you bring a poncho, or do you have a rain plan? Because a lot of times that rain might just be coming and going, or like I've gone out after a rain, and also next thing you know, there's a deer right there in front of me, and he's like, "What are you doing here? You human beings are supposed to be home right now," you know. So part of me is like, we've already done a couple indoor ones, so I wouldn't mind going
Doing an
outdoors.
outside one, yeah.
So, but keeping in mind though, Al, you've got a rough month coming up. So
I do, but that's
March
probably
is a bit of a tease too.
it is. It could go either way for March, and it's not if it comes to it.
Right.
Wood burning.
I'll do something on my step if it comes to it, out in my shelter,
Right. And there's
because
nothing- yeah.
I do miss getting out in my back step, doing my stuff on my back step, which is what my whole channel was built around to begin with.
Right. Totally.
And I do miss it. And like I said, it's just at the moment I'm kind of on a downer because I'm trying to set up to get wood, and I haven't been able to get any wood. Johnny, you should be able to help with getting wood.
I can get you plenty of hardwood.
He can get you a hardwood.
But
No
I
shortage of hardwood in this
did.
house.
I did get a coupon that'll save me $10. So in the hardware store, they have bags of wood for like $15 they're not very big, but I'll be able to use that, and some of the money that people have donated, I can buy a bag of wood or two and get out on the step and do some stuff. Like on the money people have donated, because there's been a couple of people that have donated to my
You're right.
my PayPal and my Gear Up fund on my PayPal and my Buy Me a Coffee. So that money is set aside for stuff that I need for my channel, which is the whole point of why it's there.
Right.
So wood has been an issue for me. So if I have to take some of it to use for that, I'll take some of it and use for that.
Sure.
Right?
Yeah. Well, if I never mind, I don't want to keep going down the wood path because
No, let's not tread where.
Yeah.
But I mean, like that was the whole point of that thing, was so I could keep,
Right.
get that new piece of gear I wanted, or
Right.
get the extra couple of things I need for going out and stuff like that. Like I got new boots that I want to get.
Right.
I mean, like it's all expenses.
See, now that you're
Mhm.
really tapping into something, my whole channel is removing obstacles, getting outdoors, and finances is a big part of that.
It is.
And so I was like, you don't always have to buy expensive gear. Which is
Oh,
why
I
was
don't.
like,
I go for the cheapest stuff I can get.
Yeah, so I'm
Right.
like, hey, if you're out in jeans, can you wear thermals underneath it? What
Yeah.
kind of socks can you wear?
The biggest thing for me, one of my biggest expenses would be my boots.
Mhm.
Because for where I'm to and what I was doing, I do need a good pair of boots. I bought cheap boots and went out in them, and I
Right.
almost killed myself. It's no
Right.
good. They don't. Like, if you can't walk, you're stuck.
Right, and which is kind of why you notice lately I've been doing all paved paths, right?
Yeah.
I'm not afraid to go out in the mud and stuff, but I know not everybody's going to want to do that, and so I'm like, hey, if you only got tennis shoes and find a paved path, that's fine. Walk around the neighborhood if you have to, go around the public park. Ultimately, though, you do want something good. When I did get a decent set of boots and some good, what was it? What type of wool? Doggone it. Nice wool socks. I was walking up and down the creek with my dog, and even when my feet got wet, they were still fine and warm and stuff. So, merino wool. That's what it was. Merino wool socks. But yeah, the more you do, the more specialized, and you do want to go for that bigger stuff. But if you're entry level, go ahead and try it. Make yourself an alcohol stove or a hobo stove. Good times. I just rewatched October 21st stream. Gearhead. Cool. Thank you. But part of me wants, I wouldn't mind us getting out and doing something. Remember, we're in different areas. Tony's in Arizona. Poor guy.
Hey, Grey Wolf Outdoors.
Yeah. Tony's really was stuck. January.
He looks like he's really roughing it out there,
Right. So
That's
like
horrible.
January, Tony's like, what do I do? I'm already outdoors. I can't indoor camp. So maybe Tony, do you want to take the lead? Is there something you'd like to do? Maybe it might be more of a stretch for Al and us, but might be more in your wheelhouse.
I'm open to everything. I'm an outdoorsman, and I do about everything you can imagine that can be done outdoors.
Yeah.
But
it was the indoor camp one that Tony was struggling with.
Right, because he's already outdoors.
Right? That's the one
it
that gave
wasn't
him the
easy.
most
I
pause.
mean, I told you guys in the beginning, this is not going to be easy for me.
Right.
I did do it basically just a walk around video of my life outdoors and what it would be like indoors,
I thought it was good. Like in particular, you showed where your son was in there on the computer, and it's showing people, hey, if you do take the right equipment, you can pretty much take the household stuff out with you, and you can be really very comfortable outdoors.
Yeah, if you're not sure, you're still sitting over there.
So,
But even when I was out with just the 5 items that we done, I was comfortable. I was fine. I was quite happy where I was too.
Yeah.
With exceptions of the 5 gallons of water and putting out my fire with my pot, I was fine.
But see, now that section, you clip that, and that's a good fire challenge. How do you make a fire, put out a fire, get it relit? So,
how do you save your fire?
Used water to put his fire out. I used water to not get mine started.
Right.
But I mean, like, there's a lot of different things that we could revolve around the whole making a fire, and it will get us out.
Right.
Hey, you want to make your own matches? You want to make your own fire starter?
Yeah, and
brick. There's
that's the other side of it too. It'll open up for people that can't get out.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So make a homemade fire starting kit. You can't get out, but you can still take part.
Now I do have some Molin out in the garage that I picked up from a hike recently. So maybe it's time for old Johnny to do the old hand drill.
There you go.
And yes, I'm on the ultimate camping trip.
Hey,
hopefully
Mark.
Hopefully for the rest of my life,
Mm-hmm.
I have spent most of my life outside, don't get me wrong, but I had to raise kids, had to do the indoor life for quite a while.
Just doing our best. need a fairy rod. What's a fairy rod?
It's a ferrule rod, but
Yeah,
I'm not, I'm not sure what
FERRY.
about
No,
a
it's that
ferry
thing that
rod.
we wave and go, whoosh, fire.
Fairy rod. That's new. I'd like to see that.
I am the fire fairy.
That works for us that don't have dirty minds, Chris.
Yeah, well,
Donnie's the one that's always playing with his wood, so I don't know.
Faster, Johnny,
Yeah.
faster.
but when it gets hard, what do you do? It's not hard. What do you do? I don't know.
I know spell check is a pain in the butt.
Mhm.
That messed me up a bunch of times when I was trying to stay stuff. Down home, hey, that is a zombie prepper. Am I right? Yes.
Zombie. Oh, Des
Hey, Des.
decided to show up.
It does.
So that could be, like I said, that could be something then that would revolve around. Well, we don't have to go out, but you can,
Right.
right? And it'll make things a little bit easier and a little bit better for some people.
Look what I just got.
I don't know.
What's
What, is that
that?
a booger? What?
No.
Oh, it's a necklace.
Hey, Jay.
Oh, Tony's Rock.
I got your package,
Nice.
by the way, Stone Wolf.
Please.
That's a cool one.
Hey, what do you think about map making? Where
Map.
like making a map, people either in their backyard or park or whatever else, and they count off paces and they say, here's a tree, here's a water source. And then later they can change it. See, like when I did one around the neighborhood, I was like, okay, there's a big old water tower. I have to have a bearing, but I couldn't go straight to it because there's too many obstacles. So I pasted out going around the roads. Eventually I changed the map to say that was a mountain ridge line, and off on the side where there's a water feature, and over here I said there's a forest and whatever. But just pretend, right? Would that be something worth doing? Have people going out there and
Oh, see you, Jake.
see you, Jake.
Possibly.
You know, some of us can't draw or write, right?
Well, can you count your steps and draw straight lines?
Now you're really pushing my limit.
Okay. Well, I mean, you got all your fingers and toes, maybe.
That could, but I mean, like, even if you did say a visual surroundings map,
Right.
Hmm.
Here, let me see if I
like,
can find it.
because if I'm down in the woods and I know, okay, I am on this ridge, and I know this is probably 100 yards long, but I'm not going to count my steps over to the next ridge.
Mhm.
But I can make a note of it on a map that there's a ridge on this side and a valley on this side. Right? Maybe.
That
I
might
don't
work.
know. I've never really done anything with map making myself.
I've used
Now,
existing maps. I have a
I've
map
used
that went
existing
out,
maps.
and I've got all the places I've gone marked in marker on it. You know, all the hikes I've done and stuff like that. The thing's covered in marks, but I've done that. But I've never actually created my own map. Treasure hunt
Yeah.
map is what you're talking about.
Here, let me show you. Let's see here. Let's see, present. Okay. No, not slides. Let's see here. And
Thank you, Jen, for dropping all the links for me. Appreciate it. Eddie's eating.
All right. So if you bring up that screen, you'll see like a little thumbnail of like when I went out using the map and navigation practice. There's a little map that I made where it starts out. You can see where I started out, where I was trying to get to that water tower there. And then I just kind of walked it off there. Just saying, all right, this is where I'm at, this is where I'm going, and this is all the stuff I had to go around. So something as simple as that.
Yeah.
You get-
I drop a pin on my phone, Mark, and it's gonna be out the middle of nowhere, and you won't be able to tell where I'm in at either way.
I don't want to mess up your name, but hi.
Oh, that's a hard one.
Pan. I just say
We'll
Pan.
go with Pan, yeah.
Panka?
Hi, and thank you for coming in. I really appreciate you stopping by to hang out for a little bit. Yeah, that could go. That could go rather interesting for anybody that's out around. I could do it on my
Might
back
not be a
step.
bad
Well,
one
it's
for
like
next winter.
it's 2 steps out and 4 steps to the left and 15 steps forward, and I'm done.
Here's my treasure map to my best campsite,
Well, I mean, it's like one time I did a hide and seek with the 4-H kids just to teach them how to use a compass. I was like, okay, fine. I gave them items, and I said, now go hide it, but find a significant, a identifiable landmark, whether it's a tree with the bark's coming off or whatever else. Tell us where to stand, how many paces to take, what direction, and see if we can go
Oh,
find
you
it.
you saw me drawing on a panel. Nice.
So
Yeah, I
I
do a
mean,
bit of.
it could be as simple or complex as we want, but I mean, one time I was like, I had a video. I was like, oh, let's pretend I forgot my jacket or something, and I had taken headings, and I was like, now let's reverse it and let's go back and see if I can find it again. So
That's why I carry a notepad with my compass.
right,
That's cool, Ben.
right. So. All right, those are just some things I was thinking about. As far as everybody talks about a compass, but do they know how to
Mark.
use one?
Mark. You see what Mark says?
Oh yeah.
Don't trust Mark. We all know that.
Nope.
Yeah, he'll come up with some type of Russian map or something like that, or
Cuba.
someplace was like radiological readings on it, something instead of topographical. It's like it's like if you're near like a nuclear site or something like that. Who knows?
Now I could actually do a floor plan of my tent.
Well,
That'd just be a bunch of squares. I could manage that one. Maybe.
sure. Right.
Maybe.
Well, I could do a map of my camp.
Maybe if I do it
campsite.
left-handed, I might have a chance of getting it. So
I don't
you
know
guys
if I
can
want
see
to
it.
put a map of my campsite out there, though. I think I have enough visitors there as it is.
Right.
And that was only one person that walked through it.
Well, I tell you, if you never tried to make a video on how to navigate, it's humbling. To look around, and you try to find the right landmark, or you can try to get a bearing on there. Now, how you do it now? If I'm in downtown, I can't be just all right. So follow this street, go north, and you get to it. But that's not really what you're trying to do. You're trying to find some open area that you can see as a big landmark from a distance.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, my
Hi,
buddy
Ashley.
Matic does a lot of military navigation tutorials.
yeah.
So if you're really into that, then check that guy out because he definitely puts it in perspective.
Now another one
Just
was
hang on a second here. Hi, Ashley. How is everyone doing?
yeah, Ashley. Well, another one
Ashley,
is
how you doing?
how about a signal mirror? That's around as the daylight's getting longer. We might have more time to use a signal mirror. Now, I've seen people, depending on the type they've used, to try to
Chili
zoom on
dog.
it's like have a party. Can you see me from a mile away? Would that be a
Chili
fun
dog, that's
challenge?
the best name ever.
Huh?
I carry a signal mirror in my med kit.
Yeah.
Multiple reasons
Krubby.
for it.
Right. Oh, sure. Hygiene. But that's another one. It's like, would that be an interesting challenge? It's like, try to
Hey,
record
Krubby.
seeing the light from a distance.
I'll tell you what, you use a signaling mirror and a magnifying glass.
Yeah.
You can really get a fire going fast.
Oh, sure. Yeah, absolutely. March, very much.
Oh, okay. Well, hopefully he don't notice this.
Mark, I've seen that one before. Did you see what Mark wrote?
Yeah.
120 range, 20 paces.
You wouldn't believe how many times people don't end up on their mark.
So,
I think it's the
anyway, that was
120
just a thought.
degree.
I don't know if you guys are interested in navigating or signaling.
Well, now it's rather interesting that you bring up this whole topic of navigation and stuff because I gotta just hang on, I'm making a note. Before I was putting out videos, I was making videos long before I was putting them out, and in doing that, some of the places I went, I didn't follow any trails to go. So my navigation was purely on this mountain ridge that I'm on. I know there's forest here, the ocean's here, this is here.
Right.
It was all just trudging through.
I
And,
still navigate that way.
you know, a lot of it I was walking on old animal trails or extremely old foot trails. So if I was to mark it down as I was going, I might actually confuse
Right.
myself where I'm going by
Right.
trying
Well,
to
here's
keep track
another
of
one.
it. Right?
One of the things I did was a pace count. I used my Ranger beads, and I went out on a 6-mile hike, 3 miles out, 3 miles back. And so I just counted as like first ahead of time. I was like, all right, how many paces for every 100 meters or 100
Right.
yards?
Yeah, once
And
you have
then-
your pace count, it's a little easier.
Right.
Yeah.
And so I tested it. I was like, I'm going to do a long hike. And maybe that's something you could do on the trail, Al. You know, just saying part of navigating. You look that for me,
I
or is
used
that
to
for
carry
Kyle?
That
one
that
of
is for
those,
Ashley.
Oh, okay.
That's for Ashley.
The elastic balls for tying down tarps and stuff on
Yeah.
my chest strap. And every time it would beat, I could count. And
Right.
that would be the every other step, you know.
Right. Yes.
I did
Was
that
that-
for a long time. And I'd count every time it hit,
Right.
you know, and
Absolutely.
that was my pace count. I don't remember the numbers anymore,
Right.
but my 100-liter pack still has one on it
Right.
for that reason.
I think
I
Devil
I
Dog
went
has
this
something to
many
say
this
here.
way. I need go this many this way. You know, we used to do the outdoor challenges. You know,
Right.
you go to point A to point B to point C to point E, and you should be back at point, you know, F.
Right.
Even in one of the videos I put out, I went down a familiar trail to get down,
Hmm.
but I kind of bushed back my way back through a spot where there was no trail.
Mhm.
And I finally hit a trail. And that was in the thick forest. So for most of it, I was in forest that was covered. So that would be interesting to map out.
Yeah. I think that's like the Paul method. They talk about that.
Yeah, how to
Yeah.
navigate with nothing.
Right.
With no visual markers.
Right.
Which is
One-
kind of normal in Washington.
Right. Now, one of the things I've done is using the whole orange bandana thing. You carry 2 bandanas, you know, hang one up. You go out as far as to, you know, long you can still see the orange bandana. Take your bearing, you know, take your notes and stuff. And,
Yep.
but yeah,
We
you
used to
can-
carry ribbon.
Yeah.
And we just always hang the ribbons
Yeah.
every so often, line of sight.
right. Exactly.
You don't get lost,
Right.
especially on some of those long treks through the mountains and stuff.
Right.
Because boy, oh boy, you could easily get lost.
Right.
Well, even back before that, it was the I can't remember what it's exactly called, but it was scoring the trees.
Yeah.
Taking a piece of the bark off of the side of the tree.
You know,
A lot of people used to take it off of the wrong side.
Yeah. Yeah.
They'd walk up to the tree and
There
they'd
goes
take
the
it off of this
downside.
side, and then they'd walk on, and when they look back, you can't see it because they took it off the wrong side.
Right.
You're supposed to take it off the side away from you
Right.
so you can find your way back to where you went.
I will say, I'm growing up being a scout. Did growing up in the outdoors.
You really broke up on us, Tony.
Oh, sorry
We
about
just-
that. Probably changing
we just-
satellites again.
What are you trying to say, Eddie?
We just had a compass and a map in the Marine Corps.
They teach you how to use one of them.
It taught us how to use both of them.
Well, here's my thing, though. I mean, that's great. I had them in survival school and stuff like that. But generally, people aren't going to go out when they go on a hike. They're not going to carry a map. At best, they might have a trail map, usually not to scale. You know,
The
So-
most
That's true.
people that I see carrying maps when they go out are the ones that are on like the canoe trips going down the rivers and stuff like that.
Oh, you
They're the
have to
ones
have
that
a
I
map
see.
for canoe
Yeah.
trips. Unless you know the area.
Yeah,
Right.
they're the ones
Or
that
we
I
give
see with the
people
maps.
back,
so the things that the lessons I'd like to see is why would somebody leave the trail? One, they might get lost. You know, sometimes the trail's unrecognizable. But two, what if they have to go to the restroom and relieve themselves, or they decide to do a little stealth camping? You know, so what are some things?
We
they
are
should
just
do?
doing our best.
What are some things you can do to go do your stealth camp or relieve yourself and get back to the trail? You know, because you get turned around real fast. You know,
You
Oh,
can
yeah,
get turned
hard
around
to-
extremely fast. Yep.
so I
Well,
don't
if
know
you
if
had-
that's a challenge, something we want to do. I don't know.
If you had a compass and a map, you wouldn't get lost.
What if you don't have a map, Devil Dog?
Well,
That's one of the things where we're saying making your own map if you don't have access to maps.
See, I bought like National Geographic, like I go Rocky Mountain National Park and I buy the trail map, but it's huge, right? I mean, it's when you see all of
Absolutely
that,
huge,
it's really
yeah.
hard to see it. You need the proper scale really to navigate well. And so, what's practical? I mean, it's easy to say, well, if you have a map, but how available are those maps? Or should we talk about all trails or some other digital app? that
Mark.
help keep yourself.
That's a good
in
one,
mind?
Mark. I believe it too.
So I don't know. For me, I talk about, I try to live, the reality. Don't tell, let's not talk about the should. Let's talk about what's really going to happen.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, like anything could happen. If you go off path to use the washroom, and a bear comes along.
They have a washroom out in the middle of the woods?
You're
yeah,
not-
Airport
yeah, it's
safety
called
is-
every other tree.
You said washroom.
Depends on how you like to wash, I guess, Double Dog.
Yeah, but if a bear comes along, you're not going to think about getting back to the path. You're going to think about getting away from the bear. You could end up anywhere. So how would you find your way back if you're completely turned around from where you were?
GPS on your phone.
That
What if
doesn't
your phone
have
is
connection.
dead? What if you're in a bad service area?
Well, if you're hiking and camping and everything else, there's apps for that. It's
There
called,
are.
Yeah,
it's
you
called-
still
I've
have to have
already used
service.
it.
It's called Hunt Stand.
You still have to have service on your phone.
You could download a map on your phone.
Uh-huh, but if you don't know where you are on that map, how do you know where to go?
Oh my
There
God.
are apps. Like I have one called Map My Ride.
This
For
is what we're
hiking,
saying is, okay, if say you're in the middle of the forest and you have no line of sight to mountain ranges or anything of the
Mhm.
sort, you are in the middle of thick woods and you get turned around and you are lost. You have a map on your phone, yes, but you don't know where you are on that map. What direction is north, south, east, or west? Because your phone has no service. You only have that app.
Yeah,
Well-
my map, my ride
Well,
is a GPS mapping system, and it will
Now,
tell
How
you where
can
you
you
are, where
find
you've
your
been.
way out?
Take a bearing, Mark
Okay,
says.
number one.
Are bearing. But
Number
actually,
one.
Al, those apps actually do work. I've gone out.
I know a lot of them. I know a lot of them do. But what if, say, you fell down and broke your phone?
Let me hold on. Let me take. Okay, hold
That
on.
one's a bad one.
What if when you're running you lost your phone?
Hold on.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this: how dang far off the trail are you going to go to the bathroom?
What if,
least out of line
but that's
of
not what
sight.
I said. I said if you go off the trail to use the washroom to go to the bathroom,
Okay,
and a bear or something comes along and you have to run.
the bear's gonna come along between you and the path that you just left.
Maybe.
Most likely.
They travel the same foot trails that we do when we're in the woods
Yeah.
because why? It's the least resistant
Well,
way to go.
You know what? If I seen a bear in the woods
They
that
got
I'm
better
going
noses.
into, it had to have escaped from the zoo or something.
Yeah, but up here it's not. Up here there's bears in the woods. There's moose in the woods.
Is it moose or meese or mice?
Moose.
Oh, hopefully it's not moose. The meese and mice are fine.
The plural of moose is moose.
Yes. It's
So the-
moose. Any way you look at it. Why did my
Moose, meese,
Mooses.
No, moose.
mouse, mice,
Well,
house.
Al puts an S
Mice?
on everything else, but on moose he won't put an S on. He says use and everything else, puts an S on the end of stuff, but on moose he won't put an S at the end of. Did Al freeze up?
See, baby. No. I'll just eat some cake later.
Al froze up.
Eat some quiche. Okay.
Johnny or Tony, it's your show. Al froze up.
All right, it's my show. He's just giving us the stare, isn't he?
Yeah, he's mad at me. He fumed, got so
He's
hot
definitely
he
good
locked
at
his
it.
computer up.
All right. Well, now that it's like Al has given us the frozen look here, Eddie, you're right about those apps. I've gone far deep into the mountains, way, way away from signal reception.
Yeah.
But it's been able to tell me exactly where I was at while I was running the app.
Yeah, the GPS mapping that you can have
Yeah.
on your phone is phenomenal.
Right.
Yep.
And so that's why I'm a big fan of always bring your cell phone, bring an extra battery
Battery.
pack.
Yep,
to
exactly.
keep it on there. I actually have a solar panel battery pack that you can open it up, you can recharge it. And then if I were really in dire straits, I would use my cell phone minimally during the day. There you go, Tony.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
I carry
So-
a battery pack always charged with me.
Yep.
And the serious answer is,
What are
if
you
do
showing
get
out?
lost, stay
2%.
put. Make a signal, stay put. If you've signed in, you've told somebody where you're at. If you don't come back, they're going to get you in a few days. Those rangers, they're going to come out on the horses or jeeps or whatever it is. They'll find you. So just stay put. Just make a big old smoky fire if
You
you have
can't
to.
tell a Marine to stay put.
We wouldn't. And now the star of the show, Al
But
Chaffee.
that's why you wait for the Marine to come find you. See, so you send them out, Eddie. We take the person's clothes, we put it up in front of the devil dog who gets their scent, and he's like, "I'm on it, Johnny." But I don't know. I mean, I think navigation, compass use is a good topic. I don't know if it's right platform for the Camp Challenge Alliance or not. I'd like to make a game of it, hide and seek or something like that for the kids.
Well, even in the Marine Corps, we had wasn't necessarily. It kind of was a game, kind of a competition or whatever, because they had like stuff hidden or like boxes or whatever that they'd put stuff in that you would you and your buddy or whatever, they paired us up or whatever, you and your buddy or your platoon or whatever would go and use the compass and the map to find the object that they had hidden.
Right.
And there were several of these points and stuff, but whoever got back the first or whatever, you know, wouldn't have to do you know, extra push-ups, exercise, side
Right.
crawl hops,
You
whatever.
know,
or
there's some incentive.
you know,
right?
yeah, there was some incentive in it.
So, you know, that's cool. At one of the survival classes. Go ahead.
What?
I was going to say one of the survival classes that I'm aware of out in Ohio, they make people do navs, and they have to get there to find their objects so they can work on their next project. So if they don't do it on a timely basis, why they don't make the project and they don't pass, you know.
Right.
Hey, Tarsha, how you doing?
Hey, Tarsha. Good to see you.
So
Sorry if I'm a little distracted and wrapping rocks.
Oh, I think you're kind of breaking up. Say something.
Something.
Not Tony. Ow. When did you change your name?
You didn't say all.
he's looking down.
No, you're good, Tony. I think Al's breaking up or something.
Don't tell me the Camp Challenge Alliance is breaking up already. Oh. So, all right. So, March. I don't know. Devil Dog, you got any thoughts about, I mean, what's it like where you're at? Cold? Would you be afraid to go out and do anything right now here in March?
Well, in March, this is February.
I know. I'm asking
No,
for like
the
the crystal
coldest-
ball.
The coldest 2 months here in my area are January and February.
Yeah.
Hey, Dave.
And even right now, I could go outside in shorts and a t-shirt.
Right.
Hold on.
I'm shorts in the tank top.
There you are. I don't know. I'd like to do something outdoorsy. I'm like, if we're already making stuff in February, it'd be kind of neat to go out and use that stuff in March. Or I think eventually it's like we ought to. Is it too boring just to say go out for a hike and show us, you know, come back, show us where you went to and cook a meal? 'Cause, of course, I do that all the time, so I don't know if that would be a.
I got no problem hiking.
Oh, no.
I mean, March. I leave mid-March from where I'm at, start heading north. So I don't know exactly where I'll be, but hey, I'm going to Arches, I'm going to Moab, and
Yeah.
I'm going to be all over the place in March. So hiking, not a problem.
Because I'm saying down the road we should do a catch and cook. Now we could do a play on a catch and cook. You know, it doesn't have to literally
Once
like
I'm back in Washington, I'd be all in on for that one.
right. Because I'm thinking there's fishing if people want to try to trap something, or
Fishing, trapping.
I'm going to do a
hunting.
spin. I think I'm going to do a little joke of a catch and cook type deal. I mean, I think we were talking Gerbs. That's right. We were talking about him
So you
catching.
can go to the store, catch you a fish.
There you go. That's right. That's right. Have a catch your goldfish if you have to.
Yeah, but you have to catch a lot of them.
Foraging something. Pratt says foraging something.
Foraging's a good aspect also.
Can we go make
Even
a
out here in
salad?
the desert, we can forage.
Can we go pluck our own salad? Get some dandelion leaves and other things.
Dandelion's good salad.
Yeah. Des says, she's laughing at Ashley. Take a hike through a bamboo wood today. Cut a couple of 40-footers. Okay, very cool. Collier's out there got some bamboo.
Bamboo is
Yeah.
great for your kitchen utensils,
Right.
Dave.
Make a bamboo bed. There's some friction fire stuff with bamboo.
That's true. Bamboo is good for fire. Oh, we lost him.
We lost Al again. Make a bamboo fishing rod, I guess. Boy, the Al show. Normally it's me with my laptop and my sound problems, not Al. So I don't know. Let me think. March. We've done sleeping. We've done camping. We've done cooking. We've done making. We've done indoor stuff. I don't know. Maybe fire. But what else can we do? We want to do with fire? Make a torch. Have people walk around with a torch at night.
How long can you keep a fire on a torch?
I don't know. I've never tried.
You've never tried that?
No.
Taking fire from one place to another is a pretty good challenge.
Right. Yeah.
How to build a fire carry torch. There are some videos out there on it, but
right.
It's not an easy task to move your campsite and take your fire with you, especially
right.
when you're at a point like I have been where you don't have the option to start it very easily.
Right. Right. Yeah, I've seen it done. I've seen it done on YouTube. And was it Mike down in Missouri? He had to do that for a survival class, and he said him and his partner were the only ones that successfully did it.
Nice.
Yeah.
I failed a few times.
Yeah, it's tough. I know it's tough. Try to keep it, smoldering. Keep your heat source going there.
Yeah.
Doing the fire is with stones is not too far from one another. Huh. I don't quite get it. How about showing edibles in your area? Spring is a good time. That's not a half bad idea, Mark. Yeah. Just kind of showing each. It's like, hey, here's what Al has in his area. You can show wherever you're at in America.
I don't know what's edible in my area.
We got corn later in the year.
That's why
That's why you go to the fridge.
That's why I go to the
right?
grocery store. Yeah. Unless I'm growing it in my garden.
I'm going to see much more Survivor episodes for more challenges. Yeah. Oh yeah, Al's talked about making furniture. I think March, make a chair or a table. Or I don't know if it's too cold for him to do that though. What do you think, Tony? Making furniture?
I've made a lot of furniture over the years. I don't see a problem with it. I'd rather do that like June.
Okay. Mark Kratz says Richard Pryor was excellent at moving flames around. Yeah, him and Michael Jackson. They each had their problems with fire.
Yeah, I thought Richard Pryor was a walking flame.
I think he had a bit of an issue there. I think Michael was a dancing flame though. I think it was on the Thriller video right about. Yeah, old Richard. He even made a movie about the whole thing. I think a JoJo Dancer or something like that. But obviously, I don't mind doing fire. I don't know if people want to see fire. I thought about I've seen people make raised beds, like a couple tripods, and put. Although again, this was maybe something for June. I've seen raised bed.
The summer months when people can be outside a little bit more would be good for those kind of challenges for sure, like building a chair, building a bed,
right.
Tables, because you want to be outside doing it.
Right.
Okay, can you hear me now?
We can hear you now.
Loving. My phone died without giving me warning. So I went to switch to the desktop, but I don't have a camera.
Right.
So I was trying to get this laptop to work with my microphone because the microphone on the laptop is no good. And my phone says 17%, but it shouldn't have shut off because I had it plugged in the entire time.
My phone's down to 86%. It shouldn't be going down at all. It's plugged in.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Actually,
All my phone's plugged in.
StreamYard takes more power before than it charges.
Yeah.
It
But
drains.
it's
Yeah,
going
but
down
I've
slow.
gone
I'm happy with that.
You
At
know, if
least
you
it's
had
not so
GPS,
hot I got to
I've gone
throw it
for
in the freezer.
I've gone for
If
6
you-
and 7 hours on this with a plugged in. It's never gone down like that.
Yeah, Mark, we talked
It
about
stays.
making a chair challenge, and that's what I told them. I'm just going to pull up a rock, and there's my chair. Because
Right.
that's, normal camping, that's what I do. Of course, I do have a camp chair that I carry with me, so
Right.
I don't have to do that anymore. But a bushcraft chair, there's so many different designs. You can make from a bench,
Hmm.
a couple sticks across, a couple rocks. I mean, it's so simple so fancy.
Right.
And I like the idea.
Well, that was an excursion.
Well, there went my plate. There also might be one of those everybody shows your gear thing.
Pack dump.
Yeah, something like
Oh
that.
yeah,
you
like
know.
a gear review type thing or something.
Yeah, I mean, I was just watching somebody. They did like a minimal survival pack, and I don't know. Theirs got big. They got so big, I was like, that's not exactly minimal anymore. You
Right.
know, it would be something to throw in.
You sure that wasn't one of mine you were watching?
Oh no.
I usually take way too much stuff with me all the time.
No, this guy, he's very well established. He knows what he's doing. And so he thought he would have his video on, all right, what about these minimalist kits? And he goes, this is maybe the little Altoids thing. He goes, maybe a supplement you could throw on there. But he pieced together a kit, it was fair, but it got kind of big. And I was like, where he tried to put it on a web belt and then his jacket was kind of over a little bit. I'm like, who's that? Somebody got a call?
Yeah, I think it might have been there.
Yeah, I got a call. Sorry.
Okay. So
Oh, it was you.
so
Oh,
It
anyway,
wasn't me.
So anyway, the
Quit
guy
blaming me for everything, Al. It's not always Devil Dog's fault.
So anyway,
You're
the
first on the
gear the
list,
guy
though.
brought, would have been better in a backpack. I was like, nobody's. I was like, and he kind of alluded to first. He was like, trying to make it sound like this is his, like it's tested. But then it came out, no, he's just testing it out, And I was like, and so I'm like, the way people present things. But in the end, I was like, he had very good suggestions, and he showed how to make a debris shelter, and he used the Mylar on the inside to kind of help retain some heat and stuff, and all stuff I've done. And so I was like, good discussion. But in the end, I'm like, that's not really a small micro kit what you brought, But anyway, I tend to, when teaching kids, I'll go real minimal just to get them to get the concept. You do want to get out of the elements. And
Yeah, just take like a little pout.
yeah.
And as long as my wool blanket, I can hang it over my shoulder. I'm good to go for most things,
Right. Especially down where you're at. But I mean, there's like people talking about what type of first aid kit do you get? Do you do Band-Aids and Neosporin? Do you have the tourniquets? What are they called? Israel
Neosporin.
bandages?
Alcohol rubs, those
Right.
aren't in my med kit.
No.
I got a bandana, a couple bandages, and
Gorilla tape?
sewing kit, a mirror.
I'll do a 2-hour video on how to boil water in under 3 minutes.
I like it, Mark.
Well, when you get your fire going good, you got to dump your first pot of water out on the fire.
That's right.
That extends your time.
Oh yeah, that's a good stalling tactic for sure.
Because then you got to get your
I
fire
mean,
going again.
how to build a fire so you can put a pan or a pot on it? Is that
Oh.
an easy task?
Falling over?
Oh,
Without
that reminds me.
falling
How about
over,
a water challenge? where we purify or clean water.
Yeah, we
I'm
talked.
like,
That's a good one
we
too.
talked about that already. That's a good one to do because
Yeah.
I think that could teach a lot of people
right.
I mean, you can
a few
take
tricks.
a regular water bottle, put stuff in it, and pour water through it to filter.
Make
Yep.
a filter.
Um,
Yeah.
Yeah, I've done that. You smash up some charcoal, or
Charcoal's a great filter.
put that down at the bottom, and then some
Yep,
sand.
some sand, some
and then some
gravel,
grass.
and run
Yeah.
your water through it.
Yep.
You know, you
Be
always
amazed
run your
how
water
much it
through
takes
a
out of water.
cloth first, though. You should
Yeah.
get the bugs out, the big
Yes.
debris
I can
out. You
tell.
know,
I can tell you right away. You will see if I do that. You will see a very vast difference in the water because the water we're onto comes from mostly bog, so it's yellow. So when you run it through a filter, you take out a lot of the yellow particulate, and
Right.
it looks a lot clearer. So you will see a big difference if we do that.
I mean, I'm down with that. I mean, it's. I've done similar videos. I've had the 4-H kids do that. Oh yeah, just do it before and after. And
Yep.
and honestly, I'm like, it would be interesting to have. Let's say you made a natural water filter, which you still want to boil at that point, but you're gonna.
But
it's,
there's other ways to do it too. Have you seen one where you put the tissue in it?
Seen what? You cut out.
You take your 2 containers, use one pie. You take a tissue, like piece
yeah,
of tissue paper,
filter
put
through
your name,
cloth. Yeah,
and hand it out, and
and there's
put another
solar
container, and
gathering.
it'll actually
Gathering water is another good one too.
soak the water, rip it down, clear into the other cup. Like you got muddy water, it'll clean all the mud and out of the water.
Dang, Al, you're breaking up bad today.
This is my computer.
Breaking up is hard to do.
And Mark's right. Make
Let's
your
see.
own MRE for camping. Johnny's all into that one.
Yeah, I am. Yeah, I am. What was it? Oh, yeah, I've got it. I have got the culinary challenge coming up here. I was watching Jacques Pepin cooking the other day, and so I'm like, I'm probably gonna make like some backpacking crab cakes, but I'm gonna dehydrate them and everything ahead of time. The different ingredients, put it all together. So we're gonna see if I can make that one happen. But yeah, I think
Should be
like,
fun.
but I like the idea of making our own MREs. Absolutely, you know. I thought about doing modern day versions of World War II mess kits, not mess kits, but the sea rations and
kit?
stuff like that.
Oh, the
You know,
rations.
Yeah, because they used to have bean stew, beanie weenies, corned beef, and stuff like that. They always had the instant coffee, the toilet paper. Oh, we got two. If one L is good, 2 L's are better.
We got 2 of them now. Look at the difference in the video quality.
I know, right?
Computer to
Yeah, that's quite the difference for sure.
But I thought about can piece together an old sea rat type rations for the military, and then maybe let's say in May for Memorial Day or something like that. Let's do a military type meal again, like we did for Mark and I and some other people did for Veterans Day, and so.
Okay, let's see if I changed the block. So I might have burnt out the block on my phone charger from using it too much. So I changed the block on my phone charger. So let's see if this works.
It says, I can dry out food here in the house, but Army stuff MREs are bad. Yeah, Linda, there's a reason why I like to make my own food. I'm gonna be
Well,
doing
you know,
Wait. Why are MREs bad?
because there's a lot of salt and stuff into them
No.
for preservative.
Here's the thing. MREs, depending on your purpose and everything else, is good. If you get stuck out in the middle of nowhere and you're stranded, you want them MREs because MREs have so high of carbs and everything else that it keeps your body and your energy going. That's why the military designs MREs. Yes, MREs is not good for an old man like me with health problems and everything else. But if you're out there doing a 25-mile hump, those MREs are designed for that. They're designed for the energy and everything else it gives you. Just saying.
Well, Eddie,
They're not.
I don't disagree with you. I actually like the
And
MREs.
see, the salt-
I've had a couple of them, and I thought they were really good. And
And
the
the-
content and the stuff that's in them is designed for high calorie usage.
Exactly. That's what it's for. That's why, like J.J. Watt, professional football athletes and everything, eat a lot of spaghetti, a lot of carbs, and everything else, is because they're constantly working out. And actually, salt is good for you in certain situations. You know, it's not
You don't
Uh,
lose your
if
body
you're-
or soul
if
fat.
If you're sweating a lot, you're losing salts,
exactly.
and you need
that
replenishment.
exactly. And so that's why the salt is good for you in certain situations. Not all
Yes.
the time, not in excess.
For common
I-
usage, like
I-
for to
I-
go and buy them as this is my meals for the month. No.
I agree
No.
with you, Linda. I agree with you. It's not good. It's especially not good for me right now, it being high blood pressure, high cholesterol, diabetes, stuff like that. I
It's
totally
all the
agree with
MREs
you.
he ate.
No, those are long been worked off.
Now we know why he has problems, right?
And I totally agree with her. MREs is not a nutritional great
No.
thing
No,
for
oh no, they're
average,
not for that. They're
for
to
average
allow your
every-
body to still perform.
yeah, for average everyday usage or anything else. But in a camping, hiking, extraneous situation environment or a starvation kind of thing, MREs are perfect for. And that's kind of what they were designed for, as an emergency, you know, and MREs meal ready to eat.
Oh,
But
and
it's-
those horrible crackers that come in them are so good for you.
Yeah.
You know what I did like in the one that I had? There was
I mean,
this
I
little
agree with Linda. I mean,
there
I'm
was
not
this
trying-
little pumpkin bread cake that was in it. It was delicious. I loved it.
I have not found one that was delicious.
Well, these ones that I had, it was Meal Supply Kit is the company that they came from, and I enjoyed them. I tell you, I had one that had sausage patty. It was pork sausage patty, and the other one I had was a burrito one, and I liked both of them.
Doris.
Oh.
Those Swedish, or are they French? They could be French.
No, it's USA. It was a US product.
I mean, I love Linda, and I wasn't trying to, you know, disregard what she said, because what she says is correct. MREs
Yeah, it's
are
not meant.
Yeah,
It's not
MREs are
meant to
not-
be eaten by everybody all the time.
Yeah, MRE.
Oh,
I
gosh,
agree.
no.
I agree with her. It's totally not nutritional or good for you, as far as totally just eating MREs and everything else. And the salt content is high and stuff like that. I totally agree with her on that. It's just, it's for a, it's designed
Yeah,
for
they're
a
designed for a
specific
purpose.
purpose. Yeah. Is Johnny
Hey,
frozen?
Billy.
Johnny's
That
here.
was
Oh no, he was just. Did Johnny fall asleep?
No, I'm just responding to a comment.
Oh, okay.
and I tell you,
No, actually, I was working on the YouTuber I was talking about earlier. I made a comment
Yeah, he
about
done
his
just some
little
editing.
survival kit, and he got back, so I was just kind of responding, playing the can't agree more, hoorah, love you, hugs and kisses, and all that.
Yeah, I was trying to edit a video, but Al got too loud, so I couldn't hear my video I was editing.
oh,
I wish he'd go back to being locked up with his battery dead.
oh, maybe I'll start another scavenger hunt. That'll keep. There he goes.
I didn't take one.
No. But I did enjoy that MRE, and I have been checking that company because I think it's $250. I think it's $250 for a box of them, and I think there was, I don't know, if it was 10 or 20 in the box.
We could do an MRE camp.
So I'd like to get, well, I don't have them, and I can't get them because every time I've checked and looked, they're all out of stock. As soon as they get batches of them in, they're on back order for people. So people are after already paying for them, and they can't get them. So, and there's other companies I've looked at with similar products, but the reviews on them says that they're not that good. So, I don't know. I'm still keeping an eye out for them though. But we could do a make, yeah, you were saying about a make your own MRE.
Yeah.
Because I got a dehydrator, so I could dehydrate stuff and put it in for an MRE.
And then
I
field
can just
test
sit
it.
it out in the sun.
And then actually field test it. That's kind of where a lot of I like to see more of.
Yep.
It's great. I'm big on practicing on our back porch. I got one right here. I'm always testing stuff, but eventually take it out, take it for a run and see how's it work for you. Then next thing you know, you can do a week-long outing because you've got good gear and good food. All right.
Well, this is what I was saying about, yeah, I do a lot of stuff on my back step. I do miss going out on the back step to do stuff.
Yeah.
But one of the big reasons why I even started doing stuff on my step was to keep in practice with this stuff so that when I do go out, I know I have the skills to do what I want to do.
Yeah.
Right? And even if it's something as simple as starting a fire every time I goes out. Starting a fire different ways.
Fire is simple.
No, but it's not that it's simple. It's that I have that skill set that I know what I need to do in order to get a fire going. So it's the same thing with tying up the tarps and adjusting my shelter so that snow and rain and stuff don't get in on me. Just even little things like carving a spoon. Making little traps, doing odds and ends. This is all stuff that I was practicing while I was out there. Even doing the bow drill.
Thanks for the link, Mark. I'll check that out in a little bit. For sure.
That's for MREs, is it?
Yeah.
I'm going to open that in a tab because I'm going to have a look at that.
That's right. Just open it into a tab. Quick look. Yep. I'm going to be checking that out more.
No, I just open it in a tab so it's there for when I'm done, and I can just click on the tab and say, oh, have a look at that. The thing is this one, Meal Kit Supply, they're made in the US, but they are delivered all throughout Canada. You're a little monster, go away. Shoot.
Tell me I just messed that up.
So that's one of the big things I was looking at with that. But I've probably got stuff down there. I gotta check. I know I got some dehydrated stuff in a box down there already. That's probably gonna need to be gone through with eating. Johnny, you got my mind turning now.
Yeah, good. That's a good thing.
I don't know about that. Depends on who he talks to.
Sorry, I just finished up that one little note. I was like, oh, how do I say this? Man, I tell you, making comments, it's tough sometimes. I'm like, how serious can you get when they're having
answering comments is hard for me. A lot of times, a lot of videos I watch, I don't even leave comment on. I'll hit the thumbs up on, and I don't comment on them. that can take people off guard sometimes. I figured that out.
I try, if somebody leaves a comment on my channel, I mean, if it's just a loved it, great video or whatever, I'll give it the thumbs. I mean, I'll give it the heart. But if they've taken
React
out
to
the
it,
time to
please,
write
yeah.
something, I'll try to reciprocate with about the same level, if not more,
Yeah.
the thoughtful response. And I've been lately, I've told you before, I've been out watching a lot of other people's content and trying to leave thoughtful comments. You know, if it's a long one, I'll do my best and make comments saying I've seen this part and that part.
It's not easy.
Yeah, like this guy, he's got a big channel and he's taken the time to follow me. So he put out a rather serious video today and it was on survival. Normally he's a fun guy, but he decided to do a survival one. So I was like, all right, so I'm going to go the constructive route, you know, polite. I like this, I like that. Have you thought about that? And then so he took the time to write back and I'm like, let's keep it light. I don't want to tick him off. I'm like, but I was like, I don't know how far, how deep in the weeds we can get on this stuff.
So did his survival stuff encompass mushrooms?
No mushrooms.
No, I figured it would.
Now,
You said he was a
daughter
fun
today
guy.
my daughter was talking about chanterelles. Could we raise chanterelles? You know.
Yeah, but you were saying he was a real fun guy, so I figured he would.
Sorry, I'm a little slow.
It's okay. That probably went over a lot of people.
Chanterelles are good.
Oh yeah. I've heard they are. I was watching. Was it Matt?
Eddie,
Holbrook?
did you completely leave? Yes, he did.
Is he gone? He didn't just.
He's gone.
Oh.
He must
Tell
have
you what,
finished eating.
Johnny, if I'm up in Washington long enough this year, I'll gather some up, dehydrate them for you, and send them.
Well, are you going to dehydrate for me up there?
Send chanterelles.
Oh,
man.
chanterelles. Oh, brother, that would be a gift from heaven.
Just see what Mark said.
Leave a thumbs up emoji. Come, let's keep the
No,
algorithm.
no,
Help the
no.
algorithm.
Before that.
Oh wait. It's a matter of time. He wants to come to America.
He has a lot of faith in my fire skills, apparently.
Hey, if you can get through putting your fire out with water and then keep it going, yeah, you know how to you can get a good fire going, bud. And it looks like you got plenty of flammables there in your house. So,
Yeah, but I think that's what Mark was getting at.
all right,
He was waiting for the whole thing to go up.
Right. Yeah.
I don't see the problem.
Yeah.
He will keep watching until you burn your house down, so I don't see the problem.
More watch hours for me.
That's right.
Yeah. I appreciate everybody that comes and hangs out, you know, I do.
Right.
And all of the people that watch my stuff. It amazes me that people are taking the time out of the day to watch me, you know.
It's humbling. Yeah.
It is very humbling. And I'm just at awe sometimes that I'm actually approaching getting monetized, having the support of the people, the support of the people and the hours that they've put into watching me.
Mm-hmm. It's going to
Right?
happen.
It's amazing.
Well, you're putting in your time, and hey, what's up, Noah? Company. My girlfriend's my daughter's boyfriend.
Does your wife know about your girlfriend?
Well, we don't talk about it much. She's out with the horses. She doesn't. She's got her horses.
Oh boy.
I like the MRE idea. So what have I got you thinking about right now? As far as March or what? Farther down the road? What you thinking, brother?
God, I'm thinking about the fire
Yeah.
or something to do with ow, stop. Something to do with revolving around what you would do to make or keep going or even fire starting abilities
The
Um,
more open we leave it, the more it will enable
Yeah,
other people
what-
to join. Yes.
that's what I'm looking at too. Is the more open it is, the better it is for people to join. I'm also thinking about this MRE test
Right.
or homemade MREs or
Dehydrate your own camp food and use it.
not even necessarily dehydrate your own canned food, but what would you put together as a meal to take on an excursion that you were going on?
Right. Let's
Doesn't
say-
have to be dehydrated stuff because like MRE is meal ready to eat. It's
Right.
not dehydrated.
Well, see,
It's
now
not,
that's- See,
you know.
that's like if we're gonna do something like that, say plan a 3-day hike, 2 nights in the field. So how much? And that means you have to take all your food with you. All right, and then you have to have sources of water because you're not going to carry 3 days of water, right?
Nope.
And so come up with a plan. All right, here's what I'm going to do, and that kind of takes care of a lot of it. And once you start trying to cram it into your pack, you're like, decisions got to be made now. You know, so I'm like, are you just going to settle for Cliff Bars? You know, how much jerky?
Oh, those things are gross.
Right. I've seen people thinking they're going to get powdered milk. I'm like, I'm like, oatmeal maybe, but I was like, when you start piecing it together, that's when you find out how little room you actually have in a backpack. You know, now this challenge, we can make it easy, you know, for campers, car campers like Tony. You can say, you know, here's what I've
My
got. in
fridge is
mind.
there.
Yeah, right. Here you go.
There's one. Mark, he said he thought it was impressive me managing a fire on a wooden deck. Which is true in a way because I still do when I go out there. I'm on a wooden deck building a fire,
Oh yeah,
an
All the
open
time.
fire,
I do it all the time.
right?
Oh.
So I mean, like that's an impressive accomplishment in itself if you think about it. Most people that if they build a fire on a wooden deck, they're going to burn the deck down
All right,
at the very least.
right,
Right?
right. Oh yeah.
But it's the proper management, knowing what fire will and will not do,
Yeah.
and how to keep it contained.
Yeah.
Because it only takes a spark to jump out, which
Yep.
happens to everybody.
No, it's funny about thing about fire. If you don't know how to control it, it can get out of hand, right?
Yep.
But the same thing is like I can give you a spark, but if you don't know what you're doing, you might not be able
You're
to
not going to get a fire going.
right? It's an interesting
So it
thing.
goes both ways. You got to
How
know
you
how to
build
feed
your
it, and
bird's
you got to know
nest,
how to
you know?
control it.
So many options.
Right,
Yeah.
Tony. Matter of fact, my video, I'm thinking Sunday, I've got a bunch of cedar bark I've been gathering, and I was thinking, do I do flint and steel or bow drill? Just saying, I've got all this. I always keep something handy to make a bird's nest, whether I want to do flint and steel or bow drill. And so it's good to practice on your skills. And I figured I'd do that, and burn a bunch of deadfall out in the woods, and then cook something up, you know. But
So keep close eye on Johnny Mark because Johnny might be burning down a forest.
yeah, it could happen. I can make fire, but can I control it? I continue.
No, but I mean, like that's I'm kind of leaning in that way for the March one because
Okay.
I wants to get out more. I do. I've been I put out 3 videos in a row of my old ones because I haven't been able to get out and do videos.
Yeah.
Yep. That's what I figured.
And it's all weather. It's all the weather. It's been so crappy and wet and raining and soggy and you know, even if the ground is froze solid and there's snow on the ground, I still want to go. I went
Of course.
the other day and took a canteen and sat in the middle of the woods,
Right.
right, just to go out, and it just makes me feel better.
Absolutely. That, you know, one,
Right.
I think I remember one Monday morning I came back to work and I did some primitive camping. I came back. What'd you do? And they're like, Johnny, you're always much happier when you go do your thing over the weekend, no
Yep.
matter how rough it is. I'm like, yeah, it's my
Except for the
outlet.
fact you'd still rather be out there.
Yeah. Oh man, it is torture when I'm in the office. I look out the window and there's snow coming down. And I'm like, I should be out there right now. I should be out there dealing with the elements and sharing my experience. I was like, I need to go, but I'm like, no, I'm staring at the computer. So,
It's it's hard to sit down and just look out the window at stuff and say, I just want to go there.
And the worst part about camping is having to go home.
Yeah.
yeah, that's why Tony never goes home.
Not
He is home.
anymore.
Yeah, he is home.
Tony went camping and they're still waiting for him to come home.
That's right.
Yep. I'm going back out next week to another spot. So
Right. Well, why don't we? I'm reading through Mark. He says it can be either MRE or Campbell, something light and easy to prep. Why don't we want to do that kind of pack a meal, make your meal, and then go out with the fire to cook it up, or do you want to leave it open to the option of, like Tony and I were talking about transporting fire, from one location to another, using it to boil water? I don't know.
ooh, dang. Linda just come up with the worst challenge ever.
Well, it got deleted.
Deleted it.
I didn't see what she said, so I don't know what it was about. So,
Oh, here. See if I can't fix it.
was it bad? I didn't think of Linda saying
That was an
anything bad.
accident.
Unhide
Did
you.
you unhide her?
I just unhided her.
Okay. Yeah, she didn't say
But I
anything.
can't show the message.
No,
It was a
it
good
won't.
one.
I don't think it'll show the message. She said, "Give me 3 reasons to go home for me."
Oh, there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, no. Yeah, there you go. No, that was a mistake. Jen hit the wrong buttons. That happens sometimes. I did that to Jamie,
Oh,
Devil Dog's
Oh, I
keeper.
got in trouble too.
I did that one time to Jamie. I was like, "Oops." I can't even remember what I was trying to do now, but Eddie had me really flustered at the point, and I was like, click, click. Oh no, that was Jamie I just hit.
uh-oh. So yeah, it looks like they had fat fingers there. That kind of happens. So,
UPS guy showed up.
yeah. So for fire, I mean, if you want to do, well, it's like I've kind of thrown out a lot of suggestions. If you want to do fire, you want to make it a fire month, we can do that, and I'll try to think of something fun from my end.
Mm.
You know me.
Well, we still got time to hash it out. We don't have to make a permanent decision right now. It's just something,
Right.
right?
I
It's
might
just
do
something to think about. That's all.
I might do the old Viking funeral thing. Just out, take an atlatl, big old dart, flame it up, try to throw it out there on a body of water out to a boat. burn
You
it
could
down.
use an axe.
I definitely can do an axe.
Eddie, you can tell Jamie whatever you want. She's gonna know the difference, and she's gonna know I didn't block her. So she's probably just gonna smack you for telling her that. Go for it. Hey, Mark, Little Ridge Farms. Yeah, but I think we're about ready to wrap up here. What, guys?
Yeah. So in 2 weeks, we'll do the announcement of who was for January winner. And-
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. We'll go through the videos then, and we'll say, okay, well, this one. There's a couple there now to watch. I just added a couple more to the folder today.
Okay. Sounds good.
So there's a couple there to have a look at. Tony's is one of them. I never had a chance to look at Tony's yet. For
Oh,
me,
that's good.
anyway. Yeah. So
Tony's is good. I mean, poor guy is
Short
struggling.
and sweet.
Huh? Yeah, short and sweet. Yeah,
Short and
mine-
sweet. Yeah, there's like that one. The one where I did my indoor one. That was short and sweet for me.
Right. Yep. Hey, it was fine. The Doris looked like she had a good time. So
Doors kept me awake most of the nights. It was like Disneyland for cats.
yep. I tell you, man.
There
I
was
still like how you
strings
put the
and
tarp
tins.
around the TV so you could play your game still.
Yep,
Tell you,
had to have entertainment.
making a net with cats.
That was fun. That was fun.
That was very challenging. I'm like, I think you got, I think 2 or 3 of them make an appearance in my video. I'm like, oh, here we go again.
Well, when I goes to make my item with my net that I have made, because people know it's a net,
Right.
they just don't know how much fun I had doing it with this little bundle of joy.
Right.
But it's what I'm gonna use my net for.
Right.
That's gonna be what's really fun about it, and it's something I can say I'm gonna use it a lot. I would imagine it's probably gonna end up. This thing that I built is gonna probably end up being a permanent part of my kit, and if anything happens to this one, I'm gonna turn around and use the good 550 paracord and rebuild it
Sure.
just because.
Right. You like that
Right?
much, huh? So, now
I
you got
do.
me
That-
curious. I'm like,
The
what you-
idea and the thing that I'm going to do with this net, this idea hit me when I was making it, and I actually edited it. I edited it out of my video so I wouldn't give away what I'm going to do with it.
Okay, that's cool.
So,
Which that meets the Al standard.
yeah.
You are all. It's like you are like what, not a bait and switch, but you're like a bait. You got that carrot at the end of the stick, and you're just holding it out there.
Just gonna
Keep
keep
on.
reeling you in, and
Move
that's
it
all there
further.
is to
Move it
it.
further.
But that's the thing about this, and that's the thing about why I did this scavenger hunt, Johnny. You missed that, didn't you?
I listened to a lot of it.
Yeah. Guys, I just wanted to have fun.
Right.
And as much as Devil Dog was frustrated, he still had
He had
fun.
fun.
That's the
Yeah,
thing. He had
fun.
time and energy. It's like he wanted to find it. It was a challenge, you know.
Yeah.
So, and
But
He may have failed, but he had fun.
that was something I have not seen anyone do.
right.
Alive. Here's my video. Everything is behind me. Find it.
Mm-hmm.
I have not seen Wixer projects give me angry faces now.
Yeah.
But it's something I haven't seen anyone do.
Well, I tell you, you had a minute.
Yeah, Des
I
won.
was-
Des won one. Des's envelope is here to go to her with the sticker in. Wixshare projects. If you want to send me your email address, you were one of the first ones to get 6 out of 7. So I will send you a sticker too if you want to email me your address. Just because.
Redbird.
All right, Bird.
Hi, Redbird. Thanks for stopping by. We're just getting ready. We're just getting ready to shut her down now. I was just going on a little bit about how I did that little scavenger hunt, and
Anybody wants one of these? I'll be going live Monday and doing a giveaway.
Yep. So keep
Don't
an
know
eye out
when.
for that too.
So
Keep an
it'll be
eye
a
out
pop-up.
for that too, guys. These rocks are beautiful, and you know what? If I can get another one, I'm gonna.
Don't blame ya.
What time Monday are you going live?
No time yet.
No time yet, so
It
just
will
one
be
day.
afternoon. It won't be in the morning. So
Okay. Okay, so Monday afternoon, guys, keep an eye out for Tony Stonewolf Camping going live and giving away some of his fabulous looking rocks that he's done. Here's one of them here. There, I tell you, looking at him on camera does absolutely no justice to him whatsoever. This looks like, when you look at this stone, it looks like it's a piece of painted oak, dark stained oak, and it looks so shiny and polished. And he's done it up in the wire wrap. Is absolutely amazing. Johnny, did you get my Christmas card I sent you?
I do not remember getting any Christmas. Yes, yeah, actually, yeah,
You did,
sent me a letter
okay.
with it and everything. Yes, you
Yes.
did. It was
Yes,
a very
okay.
thoughtful. Very
I'm
thoughtful.
just
Jenny keeps
wondering on this
messing with me.
because I keeps forgetting,
Right.
because I do have a list of people that I send them out to, but I don't know how many of them actually reached their destinations.
Right.
I know a bunch of them did,
Right.
but I don't know for sure. That's why when I see some people, I'm like, "Did you get my letter?" It's like, "Yes, okay."
Right.
And you're probably
No, I
after
was just
doing a
going-
video, and I'm probably after looking at it, and
Yeah.
I've just, my mind is.
Yeah, I was going through my list. I was getting ready. I was like, I've got to write several notes. I need to. It's been a minute. I've got several people to get caught up with again. Of
Mm.
people I want to send stickers and cards to and stuff, and it's never ending. But like,
Yeah, Jen, it's the mummers on the Christmas card. I know you got one too. And I did mail you out another sticker because you did a lot of work for it.
I won't argue that.
well, I'm getting the yawns here. Mhm.
What are we at? 46?
Yep.
We'll let it hit the 3 and then shut it down.
All right. Let's see here.
Sound good, guys? You don't. If you got something to do, you can go on. There's no.
Oh,
I'm
that's
already
fine.
doing it. I'm cooking some noodles.
Oh, there you go. Nice.
No worries.
But
Got to make sure I got the scorpion pepper sauce in there too.
might try
You and
some.
those
We could.
scorpion peppers. I tell you what.
We could later on. We could probably do something like that for the Camp Challenge Alliance videos.
What's that?
Scavenger hunt videos.
Hmm? The list would be a tough one to work out, though.
Well, that's just it. But we could between the three of us, we could go on a private stream and we could say Jen's video. We could say the winners for each month. So who were the winners, first of all? You'd have to go back and figure out who the winners are. I got the list of winners. We knows who the winners are.
Mhm.
We're going to be sending them the stickers. So we could just say the winners on the Camp Challenge Alliance monthly videos. That's the videos you got to look for and send them looking for a particular item and give us the timestamp for the item.
That's a good idea, actually.
Right?
I don't know. I'm like, if people like it, it's. I don't know. My brain is like getting outdoors, so I'm like, but people.
Yeah, I know, but I'm thinking about something because we've talked about giving away a prize
Right.
for people that are taking part in the Camp Challenge
Yeah,
Alliance.
an annual
Especially if
gift.
it's people that are supporting it, they might not participate, but they support it, and it might give them a chance to be part. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Build a
So
fan base.
there's yeah.
Mhm.
Right. So then it could open it up to other people to come in and say, hey, well, these guys are doing a giveaway and who's the winners and what's the winners? And then they got to go and hunt and see who the winners are,
Right.
which most of them, like the first three or four, is it 3 or 4? We got 3, isn't it?
We did
I think we got
didn't
3,
October,
yeah.
November, and
We got
December.
3. Yep. We got October, November, December done. So those first 3 were done in one video. We picked them out.
Right.
So then on the middle of each month, roughly, it'll be said, okay, picking the winner for this month, picking the winner for this month. That's the way we'll title the videos.
Right.
And then people will have to go back and see who the winner was for that month and then go to that person's video.
Hmm.
Like, it's not
And
going to
find
build up
that- find
time.
that thing, yeah.
find that thing, and then what timestamp was it
Right.
when they had this
Right.
in
Right.
their video? And we can tell them what they're looking for, but they
What
just
time
got to
did
go
Al's water
find
get
it.
spilled over? What time?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're just not going to give you the timestamp.
Yeah.
Right.
At what time did this get knocked over? And then hopefully people will have go and
Yeah.
watch the videos and see, okay, well, it happened at this time. Maybe by that point they'll be hooked in enough to say, I want to watch the rest of the video.
Right. Right.
Right? It's just, and it seemed like people had a lot of fun when I did this
Right.
live one here, and I'm just trying to say, well, what can we do to keep things interesting?
Right. Yeah. Yeah. It took me a minute to think about it, but yeah, you're right, because it can't always be, it's got to be fun. I mean, obviously, if you're getting out, you're certainly welcome to look at this stuff, but some people aren't going to get out.
Yeah.
Like Dez and DJ and
Yep.
Devil Dog,
They
he's
just
busy. It's
don't
not
have
that
the
he's not
option.
physically capable. He doesn't have the time. They're not going to get out. Maybe, they'll support it and they'll watch it and say, oh, yeah, this was pretty cool. See a fun little fact. They might not, you got enough participants, they might not realize what somebody did, as like, and they catch that one little detail. So, yeah, it could be fun.
And like something like that. I know people appreciate that, work gets put into doing up giveaways and stuff like that, but something like that, guys, anyone that's here still in the chat listening, that's going to be a lot of legwork for us.
Right.
Because we
For
actually
sure.
had to go through the videos again and pick
Right.
something
And
out.
decide, yeah.
And we have to record the timestamp.
Right.
Now I think we can agree that we'll go with the winner for the month.
Yeah, that would be the easiest.
That'd be the easiest route to go for us, for starters, and also for anyone that wants to do this challenge. Look for this to get him entered into this scavenger hunt, and it's going to take time, right?
That might be a good default, but what if, like, you or me or Tony, we have something, something odd happens, we happen to catch it on video. While we're not in the running to get the best video of the month, that might be something, though. It's like eventful
Yeah,
enough.
outside of other people's videos, do it for ours.
Right.
Also,
We could do that too, yeah.
Right.
Yep. Well, like my water drop. Everybody, and it's stuff that are my egg loss.
Right.
Right.
Your egg was pretty good.
Yeah.
I have eggs for breakfast. I don't have eggs for breakfast.
Right.
It's like,
It's just
oh.
those little moments,
Right, but yeah, we could do it that way too, where it's it's one of our three
stands out,
videos, and yeah, because that's something we could put it out one week and we'll say, okay, whoever can send us the list, the times at the end of the month, we can put it out at the beginning of the month, and at the end of the month, whoever can send us the list of times.
Yeah.
With the items that we have said,
Right.
wins the scavenger hunt.
Right.
The first person to send the list, the complete list with times, wins. Because there's nothing for us to write down a master list and say, okay, well, the water got spilled at 2 minutes and
do we all have in
21.
common?
Yeah, something like that, right?
Right.
I think it would be. I don't think we did either. So I think it would be better to say, okay, the three of us did the 5-item challenge. One spilled, one put out their fire. At what time did that happen?
Mm-hmm.
Or
How many
one
tries
person.
did it take me to start a fire?
Right.
How long was Tony striking his striker from what time to what time? Right?
Or what did he cook that night?
Yeah, what was cooked in this video? What time stamp was the food cooked? And or like I took out my axe at this time, or I took out my axe for the first time in the video. What was the timestamp?
Right.
Right.
I mean, how many turns did it take Johnny to start his bow drill fire
Right.
the second time?
Yeah, it was not a one and done, folks. It was
No. No.
And all of us
But I
left
mean,
our
like-
stuff in there, you know. Yeah, they were somewhat mistakes or hardships and everything else, but we left them in there to show you that
Yeah.
when you're out there, it doesn't always go perfect.
How many marshmallows did Ember eat?
Right.
How
There's
many
there's
did
little
she eat?
things.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one.
There you go. There's little things like that are in the videos that we can say, okay, go back and find. We'd have to go and find it first, obviously, and then.
Maybe-
Maybe
video I
the
saw
video
her
I
sneak
saw her
some.
sneak some. I have
But it
no
wouldn't be-
doubt about that.
The good thing about it being, if we did the winners videos for each month, is it will be easier on us too, because we could all sit down and say, okay, well, we all just watched the video.
Right.
What do we think between the three of us we should use as
Sure.
the treasure
Right.
to hunt?
That's a good idea, yeah.
Right.
Right?
So it gives that person some extra views.
It'll give them the extra views, yeah, because like I'm not.
That'll be part of the
One of the
prize.
big things, yeah, one of the big things, I mean, like, I know people look at it and they say, well, I'm going to his channel to watch these videos. It doesn't help my channel by you going in and clicking that playlist. Not at all. Well, it does a little because I have videos in there, but the bigger picture is everybody else's video that's in there. All these other channels get watch time and hours and views by going to my channel and clicking on that playlist.
Right.
And that's just one of the little ways that I'm thinking. It's nice to be able to give back a little bit
Oh, for
of what I'm getting.
Yeah. It's about,
Right,
it's about
and-
connecting, encouraging people to get to know each other.
Yep.
And try
Bringing more people together with more of what we want to do.
Right. So, I'm down with
Um,
it. I think it's a good idea.
Now this is, I'll make notes of this now when we finish this off. We only got another couple of minutes to go.
Yeah.
But this is something that's probably going to be not until
Maybe March.
no, not even March. I would say we'll give it some time, maybe over the summer,
Sure.
Yeah, maybe.
June, July. So
back
we got
when
like a
started-
half
we
a
started
dozen.
in October. Maybe
Yeah.
do it in late October or something.
Yeah.
Why
So we
we're
got
doing the
a bunch of
October challenge
videos.
next year.
A bunch of videos to look through, so it's going to take a bit of time to do. It's going to be
Mhm.
something that's going to be a dedicated type thing, you know? Like,
Oh, so
Hey.
it's not just each month we're going to give an extra one out. It's like
no, this will
No,
be
it's
this will
like-
be
like
for
a-
something.
it's a real scavenger hunt where you have to go place to place to place. Okay.
Yes, and this will be something where I'll do up a prize, like probably a prize box, like I've been sending out to people.
Mhm.
I'd happy to contribute to it myself.
Mhm.
And send it out to whoever wins.
Right.
You know, this will be a kind of a grand prize thing. Whoever first one to come to us with everything,
Right.
you're going to get a prize. You went and done all that legwork, and you found every single
Later,
item.
Garrett or Eddie. I almost
See you,
said
Eddie.
Gary.
Thanks for stopping in. Thank you, Jen. Jen said she'd even donate something to it.
Perfect.
Right?
And
So I
once
mean,
we
like
have-
this is
Once we have the winner, you'll be getting packages from me. You get a package from Al. You get a package from Johnny, kind of thing. Because we're
Yep.
not gonna. I'll ship it to Al, then make him ship it out.
yeah, because I just keep it. No. No, but I mean, like,
Good
yeah,
point.
because that's I mean, like, that's something that we could do as, you know, this would be our grand prize for everyone that took part and everyone that's watching,
Right. Yeah.
right? So it gives a fair shot for anyone to win.
Right. Absolutely. So
Right?
I think it's a good idea. Absolutely. Let's go for it.
Sounds fun.
Yeah. Absolutely. Let's do it. So very cool. And look, you just hit the 3 minute.
I just
mark.
hit the 3 minute mark. Oh my god, I still got like
And start
2 hours and 2 hours and 54 minutes to go.
minutes are hours, hours, days. According to Scott.
All right, guys. I'd like to thank each and every one of you guys for showing up. Johnny, Tony, Course, always. Everyone in chat, Eddie for coming hanging out, and we had a couple other people up hanging out with us. Jake was up a couple of times, and
Come on, Cat.
I really appreciate every single one of you guys. Doris really appreciates you.
Yeah, she's really paying attention now.
Yeah.
Sleeping with a string on her head. So everyone have a fantastic day.